so far, you've mentioned like conquering all the storms. You have Storm here for
TNC.
But looking closer at King Kong's mid-game stats during the 8 minutes, this is his total numbers so far.
We're starting, guys. We're starting.
Overall stats, it's down.
Tinggal na the draft and etc.
It's kind of a bit of a skew for King Kong because they did get swept by Team Liquid Philippines, but even then, if you have to quantify his performance in the playoffs, this is what you get. For the first 8 minutes, King Kong has been down and about, being gapped.
Loser gets eliminated.
Easy, but I mean, this is a little bit unfair because they did play one series, but in terms of overall statistics, he is underperforming for Onic Philippines. And this is very, very frustrating and concerning for Onic. That's why I think in this upcoming match, they have to, hone in on the focus with their jungler, because most of the time we say King Kong usually dictates the tempo here and momentum for Onic Philippines.
And so far, he's up against Zyda. If he lost against Carl TZ yesterday, now Zyda is also part of Team Liquid before.
Yeah.
And considering his playstyle, of course, he's up on par. He's actually overall onto the rankings, first into the total kills this season.
Yeah, even yesterday we saw he leads the pack in terms of overall kills of the season.
Time
even
to share.
Playoffs, he still leads the pack. 41 kills, that's the first. I mean, they did play a lot of games, but in terms of GPM, gold share, and turtle control, he is still like a very consistent force in the playoffs.
Time to share,
mind you, this is a team that nobody expected.
Hopefully everyone is
nobody
okay.
expected for this run to go this deep. And who leads that charge for the Phoenix Army? It's Mama Coco.
And aside from that, I see Coach Hito pressuring him to flex some of his muscles. But for me, the overall rankings is
What's up,
enough
Jace?
of a flex here for Zyda.
That is true.
Considering the TNC Pro team was someone who forced out a Game 5 out of Aurora, our top-seeded team from yesterday's match. But so far, let's discuss further for our head-to-head for our jungler, or King Kong. This is first pick.
Okay. What are the here? Am I?
Baru start, baru start. Belum masuk draft lagi, belum masuk segala-galanya. It is going to be Onic against TNC.
Zyda. Zyda.
Yeah, I'd have to say Zyda.
Okay.
I'd have to say Zyda.
It's a unanimous vote.
Yeah.
Zyda for the Fanny. Next, please. Let's see which next year. Oh, Lancelot. King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong.
Okay, King Kong. Next, please. This is fun.
Yeah, this is
actually.
like Leo's first pick, honestly.
Yep. Radical Yisenshin.
Zyda.
Oh, we didn't talk beforehand. Okay, next for the fourth hero for the jungle. Yin.
Lol.
Zyda.
Can I say Zyda? Yeah.
Zyda.
I'm a Zyda fan.
Because I remember way back MDL, I've seen the first Yin being played out on the regular season.
It's more flexible.
Yep. And concerning Zyda's
What's up, Azausan? Macam 3-0 je ni. Yang kalah makan ayam next season, pilih siapa, Vel?
Fredrin.
Zyda.
Pilih siapa, Pilih
Zyda, of
siapa,
course.
Let me just say though, both of them
Do you want to defend?
both of them are statistically they're bad with Fred, but Zyda's been more of unstable Fred, I would say, than King Kong.
For me, King Kong fits best onto the heroes like the Joy, right?
Yeah,
but next, please, let's see who is the next hero. It's going to be the backshot.
Baru kejap, video Laphel Baba.
Yeah.
Hopefully can help you with your channel.
Not Fred.
Hopefully boleh help you with your channel.
The backsha is his best utility.
It's more of a
Asalkan dia
That's
bukan
why
macam apa?
really recommended
Kita
Zyda
buruk-burukkan orang should be
somewhat
okay
mirror
lah.
some of the heroes
Sebab kita orang just
for
nak have fun
Carl
je.
TZ.
Aku ada baca
They've
komen
been
kat situ.
together
Aku
for a
tengok
long
tak ada orang
time.
macam
Next, please.
kecam cakap kita orang ni apa tak respect ke apa ke. Fedrin dah tak ada, harap Granger berani
I
damage.
recall a King Kong Bauman game. I do recall a Zyda Bauman game. Season 10 MPL against X-Play.
If I remember correctly, he also used this for his MDL season run. So I will say Zyda for this round.
Okay.
You're surprised.
TNC honestly looks a little bit better.
Harley, King Kong.
Sebab saya Clipper positif, alhamdulillah bagus. Bagus oh my
I remember that.
oh my nano nuis.
Very nice.
Oh my nano nu. Oh my nano nunis.
The next hero,
macam tu lah.
Gushan. Zyda.
Live streams, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's one of the Gushan gods, and even Kelvij acknowledged that he wants to be a teammate with Zyda. Okay, next please. Joy, King Kong.
King Kong, you gotta be fast. You gotta be fast with the answer, you know?
King Kong. Okay, no questions at all. Suyu.
King Kong.
Oh, Zaida.
Suyo.
Zaida.
Come on. Athena, what?
Sorry. Zaida.
M6, man. M6.
Okay. King Kong. Hayabusa.
Zaida.
Okay, it's going to be Zaida.
Oh, that's
Ya, confirm dia ni pakai
But
Obsidia.
King
Ya ke?
Kong is also efficient.
Bang, di era Sabah ni gak ada secara langsung.
Okay, Zaida.
Rasanya ada.
Okay.
Rasanya ada. Dia baru hari ni. Dia bukan semalam. Dia hari ni. I pun tak pasti.
King Kong.
King Kong Z4.
Segmen benda ni, nama dia By Time. Nama dia By Time.
What was this? I think season 13. That was the first
Although
time
I think lah Zarul, I think the idea is okay. Cuma
Oh.
in this situation, Athena dia still tak biasa nak.
Okay. And
they got-
he was
nak banter.
right, with his link play.
So aku rasa
And
macam
for our
dia
first
dengan
game,
Midnight tak boleh
it's
nak
so
banter
interesting. I do like games
like
that.
well lah. Aku rasa kalau kat Malaysia letak orang yang pandai banter, aku rasa okay je, boleh jadi je.
And also untuk creating the perfect player, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly.
If Bane showed up,
Kau rasa dekat game sebelah diorang boleh ke buat segmen ni, Zarul?
Yeah.
hands down Leo.
If
Because I think the
Ward showed
idea
up,
itself, I think
maybe
it's good. I think the
nice.
idea itself is
And
good.
with that, we conclude our first pick and
Cuma
let's
itulah,
check out
nak biasakan
our
diri,
parade from
boleh buat, tak
earlier
boleh buat.
from the community
That's
of the
that's the thing
so
lah.
many bubbles indeed. Lively atmosphere before heading off here onto Cuneta.
Kalau tanya seronok jadi Clipper best bila dapat kontrak dari Muntron, dapat tahun jadi Clipper.
It's so
Tak tahu
funny
kalau
seeing
Clipper
this
dapat
bobbleheads
kontrak dengan Muntron. Honestly, I don't know.
from
Honestly, I
the
don't know.
community.
Yeah.
Like it's
Kalah Malaysia dah sampai
and
cerita
also creepy at
boy
the same
agree
time.
sama ada boleh banter or
But,
kacip.
yeah, it does, you know,
Misal
give you
Hans
the
dengan
right
Brigada ada segmen ni ke bang?
experience
Semalam.
for the fans
Semalam ada.
to support their teams, and I love
Semalam
the
Hans
energy
dengan
that they
Brigada.
bring. And also now you have the Phoenix Army coming into the venue. Matter of fact, I saw them outside. I
Jangan
met,
judge guys
couple of
Lama dah ke live? Petang tadi I live. And then I stop. And ni bila lepas maghrib I sambung balik.
You know, how do I say this? Like they're fully committed in supporting TNC in this campaign towards not just the M7 slot but also the grand finals.
And to everyone watching right now here on our live stream, you could also join us on the fun on our community parade. There are a few
Mesti
seats
korang
left, but
ingat
for
habis
tomorrow's
timing tu
matches
terus draft
as
kan?
well.
Ya.
And some of those
Aduh,
are
lepas ni ada benda lain lagi ke? Aduh, hai.
somewhat close
Sidai,
to the
Idolcaster.
stage if you want so. And for
Teruk
our
orang
match
ni.
today, let's focus on
What the
the
heck?
heartbreaking part midnight. We've mentioned that these two teams are currently crowd favorites, of course. We've seen some Sonics and even the Phoenix Army going here onto Cuneta Astrodome. But
Mana
the
Mars,
reality
Frost
is
dengan Adin,
only
diorang belum
one
masuk
team
lagi.
move
Rasanya diorang
forward
still tengah
and face
maghrib
the
tu.
Liquid Philippines.
Especially Adin rasanya time tension ni dia baru sampai rumah kot.
The M series invites 3 PH teams. That's gonna be unfair though for the other regions, but just to prevent this, kind of heartbreak. But to each his own. You know, if you win, you do deserve it. But even if you lose, you still kind of deserve it because again, you come from the toughest region of Mplph. By the way, huge shout outs to Sean from the Filipino
Sean,
desk.
the rookie of the season.
He ran away from us, by the way.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking too.
He was like, Ate Tina, I could speak English so well.
Yeah.
He called me Ate and then he was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah, and I was like, you wanna do a panel for English? And it was like, yeah, but I gotta go home. Look at what home is.
MPL is home. MPL is home.
That's a good line.
Okay.
MPL Philippines.
Kalau Sunfrost kan Mars dah main rank
It's
dekat
okay,
Des.
he's the
Ya.
rookie of the season.
Gap SRJ dengan nombor 2 jauh ke Fel? Jauh kot. Petang tadi join ni baru relive. Yes, baru relive.
Team 1 and Team 2 and a regular season.
By the way, nak
MVP
tanya
line.
Ghost Gamers buat ranking team tu point dia kira besar apa?
For a lot
Dorang
of
ranking
young
team pun aku tak
girls,
tahu.
And I'm really excited for like
Mobile Legends Yaping League. Baik korang esok aku fly dah, tak dapat datang playoff. Kau pergi mana? Pergi Indo ke?
We progress with MPL Philippines.
Is it Indo?
Also interested on what we could pick on
Indo ke Zarul?
what the players could actually help them win
I
this round.
based
Let's head over
on 2 hari ni
our
aku rasa
Decisive
macam
victory
TNC,
onto the
but
Hall with Wolf.
I'm willing to see Onic to surprise us lah.
At ang ating bakbakan ngayon, it's going to be TNC with a hot streak going up against Aurora ng 5 games. Although natalo sila recently, makikita naman natin ngayon na nakakalabanan nila ang Onic na nag-struggle dun sa unang round
Jakarta,
ng
yeah,
playoffs
got
na
it.
nilaro nila.
Untuk
Nung
FF
pag-uusapan ang dalawang teams na to, ano nga ba ang kailangan
Looks like it's gonna be fun. Ramai gila orang pergi situ.
na kailangan nilang sundin para sa Onic
Protect King Kong punya farm, nibit test TNC punya mid lane hero pool. I see. Solidify that box. Okay, strong lane, side laners will be key.
Hindi napoprotektahan ng farm ni King Kong, hindi nakakakilos.
Strong lane, side
Kaya
laners,
yung
Strong lane, side
malakas na
laners.
early game para sa kanila, yung aggression, wala doon kapag hindi nakapag-farm si King Kong. Now, kailangan na lang din nilang i-limit test yung TNC sa mga mid-lane heroes. Nakita ko kahapon na ang TNC ay nagre-rely dun sa...
How was play of venue looking so far, Vel? Aku tak tengok lagi. But based on apa orang cakap macam best. Belum habis lagi all the game, Clipper dah penuh clip live ni. Ramai ke kita orang je rasanya? Untuk FF kan? So aku tengok dia punya talent roster tu macam banyak gila.
Magaling silang mag-draft ng very
Aku tengok talent roster dia macam banyak gila.
draft pattern mula kay Etomax at kay Hito dun sa mga games sila just recently. Ang kailangan lang nilang gawin ngayon ay dun sa execution na. Solidify muna lang yung box nila. Ito yung mga team fight formation nila. There was that unboxing na napanood natin kahapon mula sa Aurora nung game number 5 versus TNC. Kaya naman nagulo yung
Masuk ke profile, dah solat dah.
para sa TNC.
Kalau Onic kalah memang GG. Transisinya tahun lepas champion, tahun ni tak lepas masuk M7. Tapi banyak tu story macam tu where this season looking very good, but then next season tak menjadi.
So hindi lang ito dun sa mga fighter.
Aurora memang kuat ke? Yes, Aurora kuat. But to be fair, TL memang the draft is good. The draft is good. Cuma the draft dia tak halang win condition Aurora, which is diorang punya damage dealers tak ada orang kacau langsung. Oh, tu regional broadcast. Offline mainly Indo, finals baru tambah English coverage. Oh, I see.
Kailangan nilang sundin ng Infinix Keys to Victor na yan. Pero excited na ako makita ang ating mga teams. Let's welcome
Phil, explain
TNC
Cho over
and
X.
Onic Philippines.
Yeah. So bila tanya Cho War X tu meaning like dia punya item lah kan, War X dengan Endless Battle. So Cho dia, I guess you can say ada 3 cara kau nak build. Satu ialah kau buat full defend, which is kau banyak join fight and then kau just kacau-kacau, kacau dia punya team fight formation. So tu Cho tank, tak kisah letak kat EXP ataupun roam. The other one is like Cho Assassin, where kau build banyak penetration, macam Heptasis, Hunter Strike. Tu jenis yang kau memang nak flank, bunuh orang belakang. Kalau kau mati, matilah. Tapi better kau jangan mati. And then this is like a fighter punya build. Kau buat War X, where War X, number one dia ada War X dengan Endless Battle. Dua-dua item ni ada banyak stats. Tapi yang penting is dia punya spell vamp. And lagi lama kau dekat dalam fight, dia punya penetration pun naik. So bila kau pakai Cho War X Endless Battle ni, kau lebih pada jaga side lane. Kau jaga side lane, and sekali-sekala kau join fight, kau just kacau-kacau. Kau boleh survive disebabkan dia punya spell vamp. So you can't kill people super fast, but dia macam in between lah. Kau damage taklah tinggi sangat, kau keras pun taklah sangat. You're just in between. But it's good enough. It's good enough untuk kau buat kerja kau, which kau punya kerja is handle side lane ataupun long lane and bantu fight bila perlu. Kecuali SRG tak ada story macam tu, walau orang kata Liga Tani, tapi tak logik kat tiap international SRG perform je lah. Kenapa Onic boleh kalah semalam? Draft or what? I tak tengok diorang punya game, tapi based on I dengar dia punya analysis is King Kong tak dapat hero dia lah.
And like what Wolf said, they have to hone in and regain the Sigma pattern of King Kong.
And
Best lah
for
gambar
the side of TNC Pro Team still have 3 more: Zyda, Lancy, Chaknu, and Benny Curie. A very strong contender and able to inject their venom from yesterday's matches.
Yeah, they're now in this, their deep run. It's their deepest run since Season 9. And TNC, they're looking like they're in good shape. Looking at the first...
Manakah saya yang belum masuk ke? Diorang still tengah solat. Aku dah text dah yang game ni nak start. Tapi aku faham lah kalau diorang tak nak masuk dulu. Diorang pun tahu akan kena sidai. From the squad, but for TNC, I feel like Zyda tu player baru ke lama? Technically lama sebab dia
slowly reflect and slowly
season
onto their
berapa
draft and patterns as well. And later on, we
time
will
season
see
10
more
ke
if there will be
11 dia dah start main, tapi aku rasa dia main
Will
dekat
Benny Curie
MDL
stick to
aku
the
rasa.
final gold lane meta?
So dia
Or
macam baru tapi
will we
taklah
see
baru sangat.
something new from TNC Pro Team?
You know what? Maybe even
Sebab technically dia main dekat MDL.
Maybe we see fighter.
Mega pun macam ada potensi kan, super minat gila Zyda punya gameplay.
It's a fighter and fighter gold lane bout between Benny and Kelra, or maybe we just go down to the traditional marksman. I don't know.
Maybe. Or the Masha Gold coming back here for the do or die.
No.
I just had to say it. I'm so sorry. But ensure the quality and the comms of our players. Let's check out on what they have to say on our Smart 5G ping test.
Sana wag mo sanang masamain. Nabaliw.
I'm a flirt.
Hoy, ano?
Hoy. Chaku, shut up.
Ay, plano ko.
On a first sight, sa akin si Curse One.
Chorus at first.
Nakamakita ka ba?
Ang mga sabi ko sa preparation namin ngayon is, we are born ready. Kaya sa Aurora, congrats.
Palo Aurora guys, palo.
Good luck. Try namin silang abutin, guys.
Nasa baba muna kami.
Hello, mic check! Sa kamusta ang lahat? Panalo tayo ng last mic check ko ah. Paano nga ba kami babawi? Babawi kami ngayon.
Paano ka mabawi?
Talo kami kahapon eh. Gapang malala to guys. Gapang tayo parang pagong. Mabagal lang pero...
Bagal.
Buhay ay di karera tol.
Congrats sa Aurora Gaming, guys. Lalo na kay Dom. Nakaka-proud ka, Dom. Love you.
Message ko sa message ko na guys yun. Siyempre, sobrang nakaka-proud. Kasi nakalaban namin sila kahapon. Ngayon, nasa M7 na sila. Let's go.
May sinasabi si Bonok, guys.
Shout out sa mga trapahan ko dyan dadalo sa...
Damn, kerja gelak je tengok game tadi. TNC feel like Vamos gameplay. Tengok game tadi, TPH tanpa meta Yasin Shin dengan Lens, performance orang shaky terus. TNC boleh play benda sama dengan Onic ni. Salam Maghrib, Undefined. Kamera ni smart pula, itulah. Kamera yang tu okey pula. Kenapa kamera player bajet lari ya?
Although life is not a race.
Mungkin kamera lain memang mahal sangat.
The race towards the grand finals. But before that, this is the first pit stop, the do or die match between them and TNC Pro Team.
Yep, now Onic, they take first pick. They will lead the tempo of the draft in the very first game, and I feel
Untuk aku rasa macam TNC. But what do you guys think? Korang rasa yang Onic boleh come back ke?
to see some of the heroes from Chapel come out.
Sebab really untuk aku is aku nak tengok sama ada King Kong dapat hero yang okey ke tak okey. So season ni banyak perform dengan Lens. Tapi kalau Lens tak dapat, susah.
Has been okay, but it's sort of like predictable. If you're Onic Philippines, you would expect these
Itu
picks come out, and you know they would know that these lineups or these
Coach Arcade nak kahwin dah? Oh iya ke? Mana geng-geng caster? Tak tahulah.
Like from time to time, you
Mungkin dia tengah makan ke apa ke. Waalaikumsalam.
right? Because if you're too predictable,
GG
you're like
Azizi.
an open book. That's going to be easy.
Onic clean sweep.
And
Oh, rasa Onic
figured
clean
out.
sweep
Now for TNC Pro Team, you've mentioned it,
Itu
highlighted
kan?
Etumax. But I would also like to acknowledge
Gila itu, coach sekarang.
Hito. He was also like, even though he's a joker from the crowd, but some may say that he is also one of the secret weapon here for TNC Pro Team.
Tutup King Kong senang kerja. Aku pun rasa macam tu. Like I feel like, you know, kadang-kadang like easy punya idea, just do it. Jangan nak complicated
I
sangat.
do like that he mentioned that he gives confidence to Zaida.
Yeah, that's true.
To be that confident to use a Fanny on a playoffs run.
Yeah, it's a twisted way of life coaching in a way.
Bagi aku
He
TNC
makes
3-2 dan Zaida akan hard carry.
basically
Tak rasa, cuma berharap je senang sikit lawan SRG nanti. Orang tutup hero Call TZ pun boleh menang 3-4. Ya, dia kalau tutup satu lane pun macam dah cukup dah. Masa dekat MSC hari tu is kalau boleh tutup EXP. Sekarang tengok tutup jungle. Tapi tutup jungle dia memang jahat lah. Tutup jungle dia memang jahat. Actually kalau aku fikir balik, tengok Mplph Malaysia, aku rasa diorang try strategi yang sama, cuma bukan specifically daripada draft. Sebab kita boleh nampak apa pick Hilda lah apalah kan. Semua memang banyak untuk tutup jungle. Jadi mungkin ni meta di sekarang kot guys. Tutup jungle. Because honestly aku main rank pun aku banyak tutup jungle je.
Shoutouts of course to the Phoenix Army and to the Sonics as well. And some also flew from different country. I also saw Waifu, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think she saw
effort
ice.
to watch Brusco live here on the Connecta Astrodome.
Yang power coaching tak semestinya power main. Yang power main tak semestinya power coaching. Betul? But to be fair, Kira still boleh carry the team. Patch baru nanti hero jungler masih Yushin Lens ke untuk sasa jungle. Yushin kena nerf, Lens pun maybe kena nerf. Kita tengok sama ada Yusin punya nerf tu macam teruk sangat ke tak.
Number 1. Again, Onic is
Ya macam tadi Aurora tutup Sam frame memang terus tak function. Tutup je janji boleh menang.
feeling lucky by
Untuk
the
aku
way.
lah, aku rasa macam
I think we go broken once
kalau
they
tutup
It's expanding
King Kong menang,
rivers
tutup je
here
lah
for
King Kong.
game one.
Jangan
But
bagi main.
let's see as we tune in onto what a randomizer will be. Okay, it's expanding rivers. Sorry, Midnight.
yeah, pack it up. I'm going home.
No, don't leave me here. But anyway, though, looking at the win rate for our teams, it's not that high, but of course, it really depends on the heroes that they will be locking in
Alright, so
also.
Onic terus ban
And
Fanny, ban
speaking of which,
Haya.
direct
TNC ban Jushin. Good.
Hayabusa Midnight.
Onic, it feels like they realize this draft is not against CNC. This draft is against Zaida.
Zaida.
Ya,
We
pastikan
don't
Zaida tak boleh
need
main.
to worry about the Lance Season Shin, probably. We don't need to worry about the Lunox. The
Onic aku rasa kalau boleh
Zushin,
diorang nak
Valentina.
first pick Isin
Don't need to worry about
Lance ni.
the
Aku rasa kalau boleh diorang nak
heroes,
first pick
the
Lance ni.
Grok, the Gatot. Because all of
Cam?
those Onic plays,
Sekejap, aku punya
what
cam
they
macam mana?
can't replicate is the success that
Okay.
TNC has been able to do to boost Zaida's game.
Exactly. And one of their Infinix keys to victory, according to Wolf, was actually to protect King Kong's farm. And the way
Okay,
to
ban
do it
Lance.
is to actually
Kalau lepas
limit
ni ban Yusin
the
Shin,
hero
Sislak
that
kita
could
akan nampak fighter atau tank. Siapa ni?
and Zaida get
Halo.
the most
Oh,
out of
Sunfrost.
it.
Baik tu.
Eliminating also the
Kau memang
last
masuk
set of
time draft tak
Which Etomax.
Betul.
Now,
Power dia kau.
we're down
Ini
to
nampak macam diorang nak ban
if
semua
the
sesi je,
decision
Sunfrost.
will be open
Tapi aku terkejut.
or ban out
Onic
here.
sendiri ban Fanny Bukan biasa King Kong yang di respect ban Fanny ke sebab first pick semacam
Season Shin open because they
Aku
Dia
rasa sebab
tak nak
aku rasa
bagi-
sebab aku rasa sebab first pick sebab Zaida ni pun dia punya apa? Dia punya Fanny
Fanny.
gila. Aku rasa Onic diorang nak lance first pick ni. Tak
Tapi aku
tak lance
paling
first
pelik
pick.
sebegitu seram ke Yuzong?
Dekat sana?
Sebegitu seram ke sampai memang tahap tak boleh lepas ni lah.
Dekat sana memang seram. Aku ada tengok beberapa game and dekat lane tak selalulah seram, tapi dia memang seram time lockdowns. Lock dengan turtle lah, dua tu lah. Yang kau betul
Cooldown dia sama je kan. Cooldown dia bukannya main pitching tank ke apa kan. So cooldown dia lama. Kalau kau EPH bukan pandai kiting ke takkan tak boleh kiting LT Yuzong tu.
Taklah kalau kau tengok cara PH main, kalau nampak ada Yuzong tu, itu maksud memang diorang akan commit lah. Diorang takkan reset, diorang akan terus go. Jadi tim sebelah pun macam dah faham. Kalau tim sebelah kiting, confirm turtle atau lock tu tim sebelah dapat.
Faham.
Itu yang aku perasan lah. Sebab memang setiap kali memang Yuzong tu sekali jauh tapi sekali tu memang confirm fight tu akan habis. Sama ada diorang mati ataupun diorang dapat objektif.
Tapi sekarang kalau Ichuchi ni jumpa Hilda, sepak tu.
Aku pun fikir diorang akan, sebab Cak No pun dia suka pakai hero yang macam tu kan. Grok, Hilda, Khalid. Khalid. Takut kau Jess, boleh zoning jungle objektif betul. Fanny Chibi pun King Kong respect. Tak, aku rasa tu King Kong tak respect. Aku rasa dia lepas je.
So since Zushin's out, I think go Fred or Baksha, and then maybe supplement it with a Kimi so that Lance has a hero.
Betul lah, dekat PH diorang ambil terus dia kata.
Chaknu's best hero in the play.
Ya tu.
Kita ni asal hero tak keluar ni? Asal Lunox tak keluar?
I thought they went with
Tu Lunox ke?
Lunox. Asal Lunox tak keluar?
Kenapa dia nak deny? Kenapa dia nak deny double fighter sangat tu?
Apa
Kenapa dia tak
deny Onic?
Kenapa dia tak cuba berfikir apa benda dia nak main tu? Dia macam rembat Lunox tu semata-mata tak nak gabung dengan Isun. Lepas tu kejap lagi kalau dia punya, kalau Lunox dia kalah sana.
Ataupun dia nak bunuh Kirk cepat-cepat. Sebab tak silap aku season ni Kirk pun tak perform sangat.
Ya tu Kirk parah tu. Isun cici siap. Weh, ni tak baik tu TNC. TNC kau bagi macam-macam ni tu.
Oi, kau tengok sampai draft pun kena tutup tau. Diorang macam serius lah. Kau pergi kalian Isun dengan CC.
Itu rasa macam cheater tu.
Ya. Kenapa diorang tak ambil CC Gatot je terus?
Tu lah tu.
back in the regular season.
Tak
Kau
pun
tahu cakap
Lunox
kenapa
kali
dia
ya.
nak, kenapa dia fokus nak deny Lunox tu. Sebab tahu cakap kenapa dia fokus nak deny Lunox tu. Dia boleh Lunox kali ataupun Cici Gatot. Tapi dia ambil dua-dua supaya tak ada gabungan tu.
Go back to
Tak ada gabungan lah, enemy pun okey je.
And it is a signature pick for Brusco.
Yeah, and you would
Ni sampai draft tak naik ni.
instant pick off hero here.
Oh, diorang terus ambil Joy
Onic Philippines
TNC ambil Joy.
They pick Joy.
with the in-game sound.
Tapi betul lah
Itu ni
daripada
kan memang coaching staff lah.
apa dia?
Joy, I think, for
Itu ni memang coaching staff lah.
Aku rasa itu coach. Tapi cara yang analyst cakap, dia lebih kepada bagi confident kat Zaida. Dia cakap kau boleh ni, kau boleh. Kau pakai je, it's okay. Jenis coach yang bagi semangat je lah.
Faham.
Aku rasa ada je technical info dia, tapi aku rasa lebih untuk orang lain kot.
This lineup is a monster against a YSS. His secondary problem is that he's playing Joy into a Kalea. So
memang so far yang aku dengar orang menang lawan Onic tu je lah. Tutup
in the late game.
si siapa? King Kong.
Dia bila kan meta ni kan meta ESP kan. Aku pun expect Onic PH akan ada struggle sebab dia punya weakest link ESP kan.
Ya.
Or he can do better, but let's see.
Diorang Mplph nak si ni ke? Nak Arlit ke lepas ni? TNC.
But now Alice has been banned out.
Walaupun dia kalah lawan dengan CC, tapi aku rasa macam
And
oh
for
tak, diorang
the
rasa
side
ni
of
double
Onic
fighter yang
Philippines,
Onic,
they could
betul lah,
also try
double
and
fighter.
eliminate that. An XP hero here for Trima. I think Trima
Masalahnya
has
Cici
been
Gold dengan Jungle Isushi ni
of
terlalu
the most consistent
rosak
when it
tu.
comes to TNC. Alongside
Dia bagi
the
Kimi ke? Uish.
It was all made possible by
Dia
Trima
bagi tu Kimi.
Yeah, and now
Tapi aku boleh faham
Patut
juga
kau
lah.
bangsa kau ambil ni.
Aku boleh faham jugalah Farsa sebab Kalia tengah tak ada hero burst kalian. Kalau tambah dengan Farsa, berkicap lah.
Jujur cakap Pel, aku rasa kan Farsa tu tak compatible pun sebenarnya nak main double fighter.
Oh, faham.
Macam memang dia boleh burst tu, tapi dia dah hilang purpose main double fighter tau. Main double fighter untuk long team fight. Bila Farsa yang dalam composition tu, dia macam buatkan yang fighter tu nanti hilang backup. Macam bila lepas Farsa dah ulti orang gas, fighter ni semua tak ada orang nak backup damage.
I don't think that Onic Philippines could also
Tapi ni boleh Xbox lagi tu.
just so when Bruce
Adakah
goes
Xbox
on,
Gold?
it's
Untuk
already
TNC.
inside the arc.
Betul.
But
Boleh.
maybe, it's a very
Okay,
good
diorang ambil Laphel dulu.
barrier for Onic
Jadi tak tunjuk apa-apa
There's
sangat.
going to be a Laphel prior here for a 3-mar.
Tapi jujur aku macam tak nak double fighter lah.
Kenapa kau tak minat?
Untuk Onic.
Untuk Onic.
Sebab aku rasa dia better kalau Kera gendong tu. Baca Moskov ke Granger ke.
Sebelumnya Onic main double fighter ke?
Apa dia?
Sebelumnya Onic main double fighter ke?
Taklah selalu tapi ada. Aku rasa ada.
Or maybe just go for the
Belma EXP 1-1 last pick.
traditional route
Oh,
here.
1-1.
Because considering they also
So, 1-1.
already have the CC,
Tapi
but
bagus ke 1-1 sini? Aku rasa macam kurang sikit.
Kurang sih.
they might pick
Arlot,
Arlot,
Set.
Selena.
give the
Okay.
CC to Kelra.
Okay lah.
Selena for
Ya, diorang main
some
double
Good.
fighter.
Okay, Arlot against the
Cici Gold.
then CC gold lane.
Okay lah, tapi yang ni Super Prince boleh lah carry dengan Selena.
There's no harm. If you're
Aku pun rasa
TNC,
Xbox
depending
okey
on the
sebab
Laphel,
MM pun aku tak yakin banyak yang okey kat sini.
Kalau aku rasa ni Xbox sangat ni. Cuma dia ada Xbox ke dia tak ada Xbox ke lah.
Ya, tapi takkan lah susah nak pakai Xbox.
Yeah,
Pity
takkan.
kot.
You just lose out late game. That's it.
Or maybe they
Kelra
want a
bin,
late
tak
game
bin
hero
ni, tak
like
bin
a
ni.
Moskov or Benecute.
Yeah, Xbox.
Or something like the
Yeah.
expert cast you mentioned.
Expected.
Okay lah, honestly the draft dulu aku rasa okay juga. Cuma aku risau untuk si Onic punya draft is just execution je lah. Macam Super Freeze aku tak risau sangat. Tak risau sangat. Kirk, aku tak tengok game Arlit dia. Aku tak tahu dia boleh tak.
Aku rasa sama lah. Dia macam 50-50 tapi Onic ada execution.
Ya tu je lah, aku rasa Onic punya draft susah. TNC yang hero susah Joy je, tapi Zaida sepanjang time ni perform gila-gila. Sunfrost tu Sunfrost. Atomax ni coach BTR last season kan. Aku tak sure dia coach BTR. Tapi
BTR aku rasa dia tak pernah pergi keluar PH tau.
Saya boleh tolong explain sikit kenapa patch kali ni fighter lagi kuat. Sebab gold dah tolak 12%. Kalau marksman dia nak dapat item, dia lambat sikit. And turtle agak penting. So ambil je lah fighter. Sebab kalau korang perasan, even Granger pun dia lambat sedikit. Dia lagi cepat daripada marksman lain, tapi dia still lambat sikit.
And also banyak item fighter kena buff kan waktu hari tu.
Oh ya, betul. Tapi itulah basically dia nak menang cepat. Tapi kalau nak main rank, boleh je pakai marksman. Cuma kau memang kena play safe. And kalau boleh draft mid trio tu kuat, jadi boleh tahan game. At least boleh delay turtle lah.
Fighter goes lane. Cutie, the Storm, we know that he does this often, but here he's rocking an X-Borg. Yesterday, we saw Kellera hovering over an X-Borg, but in a post-match interview, he confirmed that it was always going to be a Moscow.
Yeah. That's something Onic hasn't fully committed to trying again, because it's not like they didn't try using.
Ni tengok dekat lane pun Cutie dah shove agak kuat ni lawan dengan Kellera.
This was the first one, and then we saw another hero. I believe it was.
Tak boleh kalau dia tak pakai Vengeance tu.
Of a campaign from Onic, but maybe after what happened
Siapa, Kellera?
Liquid, they realized a few things that
Vengeance dia loot ke kalau lawan dengan Lunox?
Loot tapi tak, bagi aku kenapa tak payah Vengeance dengan Lunox ni sebab bukan ada catcher pun kanan.
Aku rasa
lagi penting dia fikir macam mana dia nak lari daripada Xbox Gatot ni.
Orang dah main ke? Orang dah main and dah menang. Diorang akan pergi ke M7. Diorang tunggu dekat Grand Final. Sekarang ni Onic lawan dengan TNC. Siapa kalah, eliminated. Siapa menang, esok lawan dengan si TLPH. Esok lawan dengan TLPH. Okay, King Kong dapat turtle for free. And bosannya macam tak ada apa ni.
Ya tu.
Dua-dua team tengah takut-takut tu.
Ya tu.
Tak nak pakai double fighter.
Ya. Ni bukan cara double fighter tau. Tak ada rotate gimmick. Tak ada rotate KP. Tapi aku tengok Selena dekat PH ni very important lah untuk diorang, sebab diorang decision agak slow kan, macam very depend on info. So macam bila ada Selena baru decision tu laju je. And opponent yang lawan Selena tu pun respect gila, macam dia tahu ni kita punya position, dia tahu kita punya position, lepas tu tukar decision.
Tapi arrow Selena pun dekat PH ni gila tu. Aku pun naik seram tengok. Tapi itulah bila team dah disiplin sangat and Sunfrost kan, tak nak. Aku rasa ada je lagi team top 3 diorang berani je nak ambil risiko. Tapi majority diorang nak hati-hati lah. Oh, hidup lagi. Zaida boleh ke? Okay, tadi.
Nice.
You see that? Both teams had their own fair share of doubts. Ults thrown over here.
Camp player kalau boleh dekat lagi, itulah sampai most of the time nampak dia punya tangan je kan.
Nampak rambut je.
Nampak rambut. Tapi itulah diorang punya kamera lain lawa gila tu. Macam kamera mic check diorang. Oi bapak lawa tu. Mic check betul. Aduh tak
ada. Certain budget nak dekat lah untuk dapat budget lain.
Betul. Ini department lain yang dapat budget. Okay, ini dah ada War X. Sepatutnya Kellera dah boleh start menggila sedikit. Aku cakap macam tu. Tapi nanti kan langsung tak ada apa-apa.
Aduh, silap bro.
Oh, tak kena siapa. Prince tak dapat.
Dapat tu? Uish, tak dapat tu. Sikit lagi siap. Macam ni baru betul.
Oh, ke boleh. Uish. Ni baru double fighter. Walaupun tak dapat kill lah, tapi baru double fighter.
Dia tunggu something dulu lah. Dia tunggu opponent dulu.
Dia macam selagi kau tak start, aku pun tak nak start. Tapi itulah sebab sepatutnya dua-dua team ni jenis macam Indo suka
decide
fight.
to join
Sekali ni
at all.
diorang relax pula.
He just had to focus on his priorities, and being a Yi Sun-shin, this is such a great start.
And that puts them almost 2,000 gold ahead. 5 minutes in, 2 turtles in the back pocket. This is the
Tapi ada Firaga lagi.
Penny again gets his Firaga armor pop.
Tu flicker pun ada lagi.
It's not a good game to be a fire to be
Macam Bazir, Yi Sun-shin dah nak rotate bawah.
You're seeing
Itulah.
super friends, but the way he keeps
Aku
bursting
tak tahu
the
diorang-
Firaga armor essentially feels the same.
Entahlah, aku tak tahu apa diorang cuba buat. Mungkin diorang ingatkan yang Kiara boleh hilangkan dia punya armor ke.
But we're not able to see much from him just yet.
Berapa tepat tu, selalu objektif take.
Firaga armor pop. No last insanities that actually mean anything.
Cuma game ni
Tak
rasa
agak.
slow lah. Lagi game pertama tadi lagi gila kan.
Elsewhere. And it looks like the EXP lane ain't gonna be it. Folks, in case you just joined us recently and are not aware of how things work.
Tapi Onic kena ajak fight lah. Kalau diorang tak ajak fight, diorang kalah tu.
Itulah bila nampak ada Kalia tapi macam tak buat apa.
Do not be
Rasa pelik
confused.
sedikit lah. Dia macam bila ada Kalia Selena
Selena.
dengan Yi Sun-shin sekali.
At a point where even
Tak lah,
the
aku rasa
gold
macam
lane
dorang boleh
mostly
paksa
revolves
sesuatu.
around fighters now. And
Okay, diorang try untuk lapu-lapu, kan boleh tu.
Tentu.
Senang je.
lane pick off. We were just talking
Betul.
about it. And 3
Tapi memang kena Onic yang buat. TNC kalau boleh dia tak pasal bila-bila. Dia tahu kalau dia late game dia auto win ni.
Okay lah, untuk 6 minit Onic dah buat 1700 goal advantage. King Kong ni free farm je doh. Diorang langsung tak ada nak niat nak halang dia ke, kacau sikit ke. Tapi betul lah cakap kau, diorang memang tak ada apa-apa tu yang boleh ni. Melainkan King Kong sendiri yang tak apa-apa pergi masuk, lepas tu kena taunt. Susah lah TNC nak start fight.
Ya. Tapi dia punya react memang kau-kau dah ni.
Oh, Zaida dapat. Oh, ui.
Aduh, Lancy. Aduh, salah letup tu. Benny. Rogi tu. Oi, ke recall tu.
Oi, kena tu.
Aduh, TNC mekaniknya TNC.
Diorang ni nervous ke apa? Sekarang ni Onic diorang semua for free tu. Okay. Oi. Okay, mati. Banyak detail stats PH ni Mat. Kirk dah perform tak macam semalam.
Zaida still on loan ke Zaida? Ke dah TNC je?
Jujur aku tak tahu. Tapi ni King Kong dah level 13. Si Zaida baru level 10. Bro, kerja korang is nak stop si King Kong ni. Tak ada kena stop pun. Mana win condition korang?
Tu lapunya tak ada target Yi Sun-shin pun je.
Tak, aku rasa tak selesa lepas tengok game-game ML semua sekarang. Tak ada jungle yang hidup selesa. Yang ni bapak selesa gila tu King Kong. I mean like to be fair yelah dapat Selena Kalia but still.
Letting Lancy serve as a secondary core in this situation.
Ya, tadi aku lag ke apa?
Kau lag aku rasa. Tak tahu lah ke PH lag ke tak tahu lah.
Tak, bila aku cakap kau dengar ke?
Tak, kau tak lag pun.
Okay. Sebab aku tak tahu internet aku mati ataupun YouTube problem lah tu je. MPL okay. Bro, tengok tu King Kong level 14, Zaida paling dekat level 11. Bukan macam ni doh nak lawan dengan Onic, kau kena tutup doh King Kong. Bro, nak masuk 9 minit dia dah nak full level dah.
Tapi silap dia lah, dia tak anticipate yang tadi lapu kat bawah tu.
Dah level 15 ke ni? Level 15 ke ni dah?
Aduh, lapu ni macam mana tak kenapa gatal kat sana lah.
Aku
tak nu.
tak tahulah TNC. Semalam dah gempak dah TNC.
Ya tu semalam gempak tak tahu kenapa nak tahu tu.
It's like everyone else is able to look for openings even without Kirk starting things up. Brusco doesn't have the
Aduh, kau bukan main kalik tu Saknu. GG siau.
Aku dah banyak kali menguak dah tengok game ni. Gak jelas ni gameplay. Itulah tu aku tengah tengok PH ke ni?
Keller on the CC.
Diorang ni dah apa orang kata nervous sangat ke? Sebab TNC dia macam mana almost macam Team Ray tak ada performance bagus dekat season. Biasanya tim-tim yang keluar TNC yang perform. Sekarang ni TNC dah dekat playoff dah. Takkan nak kalah kat sini dok.
Wow, that's even a roast.
Tu dah apa lagi baik. Betul tu Ami. Tu dah lagi baik.
I could feel how
Gangsternya Zaida masuk solo gitu. Aku rasa Zaida pun dah macam jajah aku. Dia dah sakit hati. Kalau tak nak buat apa-apa aku masuk.
he was already under the
Betul dah, aku tak Zaida macam jajah.
Kan Zaida macam jajah tu. Dia macam nak cakap sama ada kau masuk atau aku mati. Kau buat pilihan. Dah ada orang tak nak champion, betul lah. Kalau dia tak nak champion macam mana? TNC pressure kot.
can't see 3 Mars.
Sebab semalam korang tengok TNC punya game. Aku tengok gitu-gitu je, tak like super fokus. Tapi aku nampak diorang
Maybe at this
menggila.
point, Onic might even consider him as a target, as a viable
Tapi Cak Nur tadi dia fikir dia nak flank apa, dia bukan main kalik ke apa tu. Asal dia nak ambil posisi itu tu.
damage they could already throw out. But what they'll be prioritizing
Betul lah.
Ada yang aku
Fokus
rasa macam
hilang tu.
dia macam
hero
orang
apa pun dah
kata
tak ingat.
overthink.
TNC yang semalam mana Mat?
Macam tu tu.
Sayangnya dia dapat masuk playoff season ni. Kalau sisihkan 3 map main macam der. Sabarlah baru first game. TNC semalam way better. Tu lah. Aku tak tahu lah diorang nervous lawan dengan idol ke.
feel ease when
Macam
you're
alamak
against the line
Super
of
Friends.
Onic.
Alamak lawan dengan King Kong.
Dia ada Benny cutie kot.
Tak apalah. Balik-balik ada next game. Best of 5 balik lah. Balik-balik ada next game.
Tapi ni dia boleh lah tahan. Seharusnya dia tahan lah.
All these skill shots are landing on every single
Aduh,
Cuma
member.
jangan jauh-jauh macam tadi ya tu.
Maybe Chak
Apa dia?
did still have his
Cuma
ace.
jangan jauh-jauh macam tadi lah.
Considered fighting back, but it was a no, so they couldn't afford to risk
Bagi
it.
Zaida je seorang
When
yang
Onic was
dia tak
that
payah buat
close to their
tolong
base
tu.
turrets, to potentially doing a siege that they'll forever regret. And look at how
Perbezaan
close
besar ni rezeki dia
supposedly
betul
things
lah.
were,
Oh, macam mana?
but not until you look
Baik
at
kat dia
the
ada
map.
jungle difference tu je.
Cuma untuk aku tu susah sikit lah nak baca. Dia tak sejelas. Sebab dia tulis 2K. 2K tu pun aku tak tahu apa. 2K perbezaan ke apa ke.
Tu tu. Kalau MY buat mesti senang.
Cak Nur jadi dia week 4. Kalau late maybe Lunas boleh bagi impact. Ya, aku rasa Benny pun boleh bagi impact. And Zaida pun akan sampai masa dia boleh one shot ramai orang kat sini.
And imagine this guy.
Bila Zaida dengan Lancy masuk, aku rasa diorang boleh je kill King Kong. Sekarang ni King Kong yang problem paling besar.
Openings all by himself. He could even try
Kalau
to go
kalau
for
King
pickoffs all
Kong
by
late game
himself,
ni
but now it's different.
tiba
He's an
poke
expert.
TNC boleh menang.
And since they're playing from behind, they might
Tapi
be
bila
able
dah
to go for
lead besar macam ni,
defense.
aku tak tahulah macam mana dia nak buat mistake.
The way Benny wants to play.
Cak Nur dari semalam suka buat unnecessary move plus gerakan tambahan.
Onic's gonna throw stuff at him, he's gonna break, and then he throws more stuff at him again, and it's rare that he finds them with his Firaga armor intact, is what I'm trying to say. 7,000 now, as Onic secures their
Kenapa
second
Gatot blade
Lord.
armor?
Item game is looking so much worse. TNC are getting depraved.
Iya duk, kenapa Gatot tu beli armor tu?
Kenapa blade armor? Crit pun tak banyak. Ada banyak penetration.
Tak payah tanya beli armor. Omi je pun dua item dia aneh. Mana dia punya dreadnought tu?
It's another situation of choking out resources.
Ini pun bila kau dah belakang macam ni, aku rasa Twilight Armor pun boleh trigger ni dengan King Kong punya damage. Kenapa dia buat blade armor?
Less joys come into play.
Beli armor
Dominance-
Domi masa.
Dominance pun siapa je yang buat attack speed. Melainkan dia tak Lancy aku rasa ada je glowing one. Jadi tak tahulah. Tak tahulah.
Oh my goodness.
Oi,
This was
dah.
already used.
Aku rasa diorang autopilot lah guys. Aku rasa diorang autopilot dah ni.
When Super Prince decides to flicker in and jump
Dia dah tak orek lah ni. TNC.
Betul lah. Sebab tengok pun cara buat item pun jenis yang apa, ikut build asal tu. TNC dak sistem. Ada tengok RQ main versus Navi.
Now they're looking for
Rasa macam
action.
tak. Kalau ada aku dah tak
Trying to
ingat
go
dah.
from behind, but the
Tak apalah, TNC next game.
They actually get to take
Ini dah banyak salah dah ni.
with that setup by Kirk.
And that's 3 more. That's a Lapu. Mind you, did not have the time to get the damage reduction. Did not have time to get some spell vamp.
Siapa yang? Okay.
Oh my goodness, because of the brilliance, the arrow landed on Benny. And now Jackno's next. Zyda trying his best just to clear the ways.
Tak apa, TNC next game. Play TNC ni ada potensi besar tapi chemistry diorang kurang ah. Takkanlah nak ready mental nak lawan draft double fighter. Takkanlah tak ready mental nak lawan draft double fighter.
And Onic will not prolong this game
Semua
any
off tu.
longer. A 15-minute game that goes over.
Jam 2 Bel, jam 2 habis. Jam 2.
Tak, dia masalahnya Sunfrost. Diorang punya analisis lagi lama daripada game ni.
Yeah.
Kalau game kejap, analisis kejap, aku tak kisah tu.
It's been a while since we saw the Kalea, and it's great we saw it in Brusco's.
Kenapa Malaysia kita punya tak lama sangat? Best tu jadi caster macam ni. Tengok habis tu terus throw.
Onic Philippines finally secured their first win for our playoffs this season.
Yeah, even though TNC
Benda ni boring gila, MPLMY lagi seru. Macam mana orang-orang boleh hack game? Macam mana boleh hack game?
Once the actual power spikes and the timing.
Woi, tolonglah item ya, aku tak tahu tu Zarul. Aku pun tak perasan dia punya item tadi. Sebab jarang aku tengok kalau lawan dengan macam si siapa nama dia? CC, Arla, Isenshin, Dreadnought pun tak ada.
TNC couldn't really fight in terms of the skirmishes because they have to wait. They have to
agak aneh sikit kat situ. Aku just assume yang dia autopilot je lah.
Allow them to, and it's because all of these shots were landing from Super Prince, the Monster Mage with the Selena, crazy arrows in the late game as well.
Our Game 1 MVP, Super Prince, the Monster Mage, making waves here for our first game. Aside from that, long-range arrows, point-blank arrows.
Tapi sumpah aku geram dia punya Lapu tak nak masuk turtle tu. Macam mana Lapu dia boleh tak masuk turtle tu?
You would expect that he would have the luxury.
Memang call-nya tak nak main turtle tu.
Aku rasa call-nya memang tak nak main game ni.
Yeah, I was gonna say like playing Selena in this game is kind of.
Tak tahulah diorang macam
game ni
apa?
Away from the arrow. I mean,
langsung call tak nak main game ni.
Macam draft kita dah GG lah, tak payah main dah.
Draft dah ada harapan tu.
Ya, aku rasa ada harapan. Mana tahu diorang macam Benny pakai ni. Tak payahlah. Sakit mata tengok layout MPLPH kecil-kecil. Tak rasa aku macam setuju dengan kau Homeboys akan teman Surgical 7. Tak lah nak harapkan Vamos sebenarnya. Vamos still boleh jujur cakap. Sebab untuk Homeboys pun kalau tiba-tiba dia tak perform pun GG kat satu team nanti. Sebab macam yang aku risau pasal Vamos is Chibi yang gendong. Tapi aku tak tahu, aku nampak kau punya klip ke apa Sunfrost yang kau cakap si Natko sebab dia pernah EXP. Jadi dekat dalam game ni lebih pada nak kuatkan Chibi. Terus buat aku macam change my mind. Aku macam okay, Vamos dia ada game plan and aku rasa macam game plan yang cukup mudah untuk diorang execute. So mungkin chance diorang nak ke M7 mungkin lagi tinggi daripada Homeboy sekarang.
Aku pun rasa benda yang sama. Bagi aku Vamos silap dia punya certain composition je. Composition dia kena kan auto win tu. Macam sebelum week yang dia menang lawan CG tu kan, dia duduk lah main double fighter, midnya Farsa, midnya apa Justin, yang walaupun Lunok open, Kimi open, so macam kalau dia nak main double fighter, kalau dia main Lunok Kimi kan jauh lagi senang dah lah open. Lepas tu last week lawan CG tu baru dia main macam tu. Lepas tu easy gila je.
Lagi satu kau tengok next punya clip.
Tengok.
Bagus tu budak tu. Dia terlampau jujur.
So kita tak salah.
Kita tak salah. Yang kita cakap memang coach diorang pelik-pelik. Tapi aku suka yang dia ngaku yang Pubs tu sebenarnya okey. Sebab aku tahu Pubs tu okey je sebenarnya, cuma bad season kan. Macam mana?
Bila bad season? Bila bad season?
Season lepas aku rasa yang
lepas ya. Season lepas Zaya.
Yang sebelum tu Diorang lepas ke playoff? Aku rasa diorang lepas playoff, tapi macam
International lagi kan? Second place.
tapi aku rasa lepas international dekat MPL tu dia still, oh tak. Season mana yang aku tengah fikir ni, dia dengan JP.
Dengan JP lah.
Aku fikir dia dengan JP.
Cakap lah letak yang JP tu tak tahu siapa pun hancur career gila.
Betul.
Bukan sebab apa, tapi preparation dia orang off season tu teruk sangat. Dah nak berapa minggu before MPL pun tak tahu siapa Roma. Memang gigi lah.
Which prevented the Gato from actually being a proper tank. Yes, he did tank.
Yang paling sedih diorang punya, dia punya jungle tu lah. Jungle diorang pun
there
pelik-pelik.
was just too much to handle
Kejap
here.
kesini, kejap kesana.
And most of that came from Super Friends here, the carry
Kacau
for
betul
this
iklan.
round, and our BPI
Aku rasa aku tutup lah iklan.
Still,
Macam mana aku boleh dapat iklan?
that was definitely one of the best games so far for them.
Tak silap aku tutup iklan.
Yesterday by TLPH. Now we finally see the Sigma pattern yet again here for King Kong.
Yeah, they want to do the same thing to
Okay, dah monetization
It's a short
off.
route towards
Dah,
the,
tak ada duit dah stream ni.
golden rivalry against TLPH, but they have to win 2 more. This is, I would say, pretty much a blueprint game for Onic
It
Philippines,
is.
considering that they have King Kong on the, on the Yusun Shin, they have Kirk on the famously known, famous Arlo.
Nak tanya Sunfrost, nak tanya apa tu?
Even though Kelra is
Hi Sunfrost,
CC,
wishing
it
you
actually
kembali ke
helps in
Death
terms of
Caster
the,
playoff nanti.
timing
Moon
spike
mengambang.
for Onic Philippines. So it is a worry for TNC that
Itulah
Kelra is
kesian
able to
Sunfrost,
do this
dah
in front of
berapa
many.
game dah
So
dia kena
I
ban.
think for
Tak dikas.
maybe
Kesian juga.
not banning Lance on its way.
Tak apa ya, biasa dah tu.
The Lance ban just forces you to go, joy against Season Shin.
Bayan orang
which
klip-klip ni.
did- which
Boleh
prevented
terus tak-
Zayda
tak-
from
tak
actually
kas.
playing
Kau jangan cakap macam klip kau tadi dah bersepau.
Habis lah guys, mungkin playoff aku tak cast lah guys.
For minute 8
Mungkin
here
playoff
of
aku tak
our
cast.
head-to-head, the Yusun
Fair kan
versus
CG
Zayda
ada
for
prop
King Kong and
sebab
Zayda
Amzik tak main, tak rasa
really
rugi ke
reflects
diorang
on what you
farewell
mentioned
D
that
and
it
tak
kinda
jadi ambil
backfired
Deto
that
for
they
mid.
banned out the Lancelot. So
Susah nak cakap sebab
it was kinda like
aku pun tak
Zayda
tahu
was
D
forced
dengan
onto this
Deto
joy,
okey ke
not
tak
like
okey sebenarnya.
they were really planning out this one.
Sebab Deto aku tengok
It
yang
just
game
meant
diorang,
that
tapi ya
for
sebab
TNC
chemistry belum ada lagi
they
kan.
have to really
Yang
think about
D,
their next steps closely here,
entah aku rasa macam
as
D
there is no more
biasa-biasa
lower
je.
bracket for them
Entahlah.
after this match.
I'd have to say this is more of a draft problem for
Terus
Dia
hilang
macam ni,
account clipper yang klik Sunfrost tu. Oh, terhilang dia
they
punya.
were forced into the
Tapi tu Indo tu gila ke? Baru aku tahu.
the individual
faham.
lanes.
Ada orang macam tu macam Indo tapi nak cari makan kat MPLM boy.
Existing counters because yeah, sure you have
Dia fikir
Joy,
server kita
it's a
senang
late
kot.
hero. There's also Kalina, so if you want late game, Onic just has a lot of farm by that point. Even when Zayda hit the 9k
Nanti untuk playoff masih ada transfer Indo ke? Aku rasa tak ada. Aku rasa dia tutup
Weh.
5 ke apa dah.
Asal dia 11 minit lah ni. Ni mesti korang tak tahu nak cakap apa ni bye.
Kan aku cakap dia punya analisis lagi lama daripada game tu.
And by the way guys, you could also join the
Dia ingat kita nak sangat dengan orang borak.
Ni 11 minit lah.
As an in-game mode designed to provide players a platform to engage in competitive
Aduh, tak
gameplay
menarik
and
ni.
earn in-game rewards. Gather your squad and jump into action.
Yep, a lot of things that you can actually join in MLBB. And speaking about in MLBB, there's also new skins that you want to check out.
Kalau kita nak
New skins
analisis
that are now
Sunfrost,
available.
10 minit untuk game tadi,
in the Aspirants
kau nak cakap apa?
Unite-themed tournament. The first 10 times draw you
TNC tak nak main 2 game ni, itulah analisis aku.
Every 10 draws guarantees an
TNC tak nak main dua game ni. Tolong panggil dia orang. Kita 10 minit ni terus hantar puji je.
Kita ambil 1 minit cakap, dah TNC tak nak menang. Tak menang lah. Lepas tu 9 minit main TikTok.
To draw the Vexana Aspirants
Hai,
skin.
hai, hai.
Please.
Aku lagi sanggup 10 minit ni, okey. Ambil HDMI, aku main rank, korang tengok lah.
Oh, okay.
Betul dah.
Lepas tu kalau audience nak kecam lah. Aku dah ni lah.
We're family.
We're a family here. We're super
Nak borak apa game tu weh? Kalau kita kat situ nak borak apa baik game tu?
Orang tak berbual pun game tu.
But so
Berbual
far,
pasal skin lah, berbual pasal event akan datang lah.
Such a bad thing to say.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, hai.
They all have to go
We're gonna have
home.
to send somebody home.
Yes.
Okay, kalau kau kat TNC kau nak borak apa? Kau nak
And
pep
we
talk apa kat
will
belakang?
continue later on. So take care for everyone. who will be
Ayat first, ayat first.
Okey, aku
Korang nak main apa? Korang nak main tak macam ni?
korang kenapa sembelit
To everyone watching the
sakit perut.
Please.
Asal main macam tak ada tangan tu.
Now, you are part of the inner circle. But for that circle there was a full circle mode here. Like I was like, oh, picking a
Sebab,
Joy
again,
against
game tu betul macam tak nak
or
menang.
against a
Macam
player who has his own skin.
korang ada masalah headset ke apa ke, korang lupa ke nak angkat tangan minta pause,
Was it
cakap ada problem.
Like actually, you know what guys?
Dah korang tak nak menang. Tapi game ni betul tu. Kalau ada orang cakap dah korang tak nak menang, aku boleh terima tu game ni.
Yeah,
Jangan kata
you're
menang,
serving
main
a
pun
role
tidak.
and you're also being violent on a player. But
Don't do that.
don't worry, King Kong denied all of that. He was like, you're not Sigma.
But so far for our matches
Waktu
today,
Gatot
there will
aku
be
masih
so much
overthink
arises,
tu.
but
Waktu
Tak payah
Gatot
Gatot
apa?
tu. Tak payah Gatot tu, serius.
Alia tu show kan dekat mid. Show je kan. Aku
Game
macam show je.
Game tu silap diorang ambil Gatot tu. Patutnya diorang ambil je Khalid. Maksudnya macam ambil Lunox Kalia ke apa. Lepas tu yang pick ketiga tu ambil Khalid dah okey lah. Ataupun kekal je si Joy and then ambil lain. Actually aku tak tahu kenapa diorang ban Grok sedangkan diorang punya Grok pun gila. Takkanlah Onic first pick Grok. Kan? Kenapa diorang ban Grok sedangkan Grok diorang gila? Kenapa tu?
Tak bagi aku kan. Kenapa kau nak ban Grok? Kalau kau nak main Gatot tu.
Betul.
Kan kau nak lawan Grok tu. Lepas tu dia pick Kalia, kau tak ada Grok tu dah.
Draft dorang, bila aku fikir balik band dorang, aku macam kenapa dorang ban Grok? Kenapa dorang ambil Gatot awal? Lunox awal aku boleh terima, Gatot awal.
Natutuwa ko kasi
Sebab aku rasa dorang boleh ambil CC Gatot ataupun Lunox Kalia. Ambil je combo terus.
Ya, bagi aku dua-dua okey. Gatot atau Lunox dua-dua okey, tapi bukan Gatot dan Lunox kot.
Ya, setuju tu.
At dahil matagal ka na super fan ni Kelra since birth ni Kelra.
Baru dapat info daripada TNC, dorang tak nak jumpa TRPH. Oh, faham.
Ya pasti
Faham. Lagi sanggup kalah terus eh.
Aduh hai. Orang try setting bracket dah ni lah.
Ay, ang cute, diba? Ate, bagay yan sa'yo.
Teringat Vamos first pick Hilda lawan SRG season 15. Macam easy Mplph ni. Wah.
Ayan,
Itu komen dia guys Bukan aku cakap komen
O, diba ang ganda? Gusto mo ba yan, ate? Ipakita natin. Ang parang
Ini apa?
blanket na banner.
Tuala
Oh, hawakan natin pareho.
Dia Tuala design ni dia lawa. Tapi aku punya pengalaman dia macam apa, tak bagus untuk keringkan badan sebab dia terlampau nipis.
At kanina lang din.
Ya Laphel, untuk kita yang dah dewasa memang lah. Aku kecil-kecil pakai towel macam tu tu. Apa?
Sa ating lucky super fan and Ate Aliana.
Gambar kartun, towel. Ya.
Taklah sekarang ni aku dah tak pakai towel dah Sunfrost. Aku pakai hair dryer je.
Hair dryer
untuk satu badan. TNC ni kalau tak nak main, better bagi Omega main tu. Benda ni gila screenshot. Yang ni okey lagi lah. Ini okey, just Odin berbual dengan fan, bagi hadiah. And kalau akulah kalau aku si Athena ataupun Midnight, aku macam aku cakap lah Odin, 10 minit pun 10 minit lah. Aku nak masuk draft je.
Ini yang TNC ni Pel. Kalau ni dekat Malaysia ni dah keluar lagi ayat ni. Baru first game ni dah screenshot keluar kat FB dah.
Betul.
Kalau macam ni untitled je lepas play off.
Baik bagi untitled. Aduh.
Baik bagi todak je lepas play off.
Betul tu. Baik bagi team Ray. Okey, mungkin bukan team Ray lah.
Dia pun siut je yang waktu lawan SRG tu. Kalau macam ni baik bagi untitled je pergi grand final.
Oh enggak lah.
Waktu tu sampai MSC keluar lagi ayat. Kalau macam ni baik bagi team lain je game MSC.
Match MPL memang kurang ke? Aku rasa ada tapi aku tak pernah ambil.
Tapi kurang lah nak banding dengan MPL lain aku rasa.
Ya ke? Apa yang boleh tambah?
Tak minat monetization. Alah, kau tahu kan waktu zaman
buat kereta
bilik
MPL
event dia kan. Bilik event macam contoh kau pernah tengok kan dulu plushie tu kan. Kau tahu kan plushie
betul-betul.
Kan. Cuba kalau dia orang monetize kat situ aku rasa kau dia orang beli. Dia orang tak nak.
Aku sampai sekarang tak tahu kenapa dia orang tak nak. Sebab aku cakap dengan dia orang, ini confirm ramai orang nak beli, dia orang cakap tak nak. Aku tak tahu kenapa dia orang tak nak.
Macam ada apa? Waktu tu ada mousepad, ada baju and so on macam itu untuk giveaway je. Kenapa kau tak jual? Kalau jual kan orang beli. Geram je. Even kita ni tak nak bagi siut betul.
Kau nak tahu merch apa yang aku nak, tapi untuk kita je, orang lain confirm tak nak.
Apa?
Pocket square.
Pocket square.
Kan? At least kita
betul.
caster bolehlah tunjuk sikit kan. Baru nampak smart sikit.
And for the next round, it's going to be TNC Pro
Oh,
Team
lagi
for
satu. Tapi ini memang semua benda untuk caster lah. Kau tahu baju yang dia ada cufflink dekat tu. Kalau dia MPL punya tu, oh itu pun smart gak.
Tak payah cakap tu, kau nak bagi dia karakuri pakai tie. Kau buatlah tie MPL ke tie?
Betul. Bagi cincin MPL kan. Benda semua memang caster je nak, yang lain tak dapat. Caster je nak. Orang lain tak kisah.
No.
First pick, it's first pick worthy. I think should be relegated to blue to.
Tapi aku paling sedih kan, yang belakang ni doh, kenapa lah kita dah tak ada macam screen yang kat belakang yang tulis item, lepas tu muka tu kan. Kan selalu waktu draft ni muka, lepas tu keluar hero.
Betul.
Lepas tu keluar spell punya cooldown dan sebagainya. Kan dah tak ada siap.
Budget screen tu, I mean like dia bagus lah sebab screen yang ni lagi quality. Jadi nak tengok tu best. Tapi betul lah, dia tak cukup besar untuk tunjuk semua info. ML ada ke coloring book guys? Of course aku tak nak lah, tapi untuk budak-budak kan.
Dah. Boleh dah kat dia. Buat apa? Kita dengan warna tiga. Macam Aidin sangat.
Buatlah ML punya nerf gun macam Kimi kan. Macam Granger kan. Just tembak-tembak orang. Okay lah. Caster pakai pin karakter ML macam caster Pokemon, simple but style. Kan. Suruh anak color Brody. Oh, boleh. Color Brody wife aku pun geleng kepala. Ni cakap tali.
Interesting.
Tengok, Onic pun tahu ban Cici je.
Okay, bayangkan Onic ban.
Orang bagi Cici tak nak ambil. Tak betul ke?
Nak join gak, nak color-color gak. Fair dah tengok ke stage playoff tak? Aku tak tengok ni.
Even though they banned out the
besar, besar.
multiple heroes
Apa dia?
here available for boost
Besar.
for the group.
PWT apa?
Aku dengar besar tapi orang boleh tipu kan.
Ada orang boleh tipu tu.
Orang boleh tipu.
Onto the use on here by Coach Why Not. Well, they prioritize the Lancelot.
Okay, satu je Sunfraz aku minta. MPL buat jaket. Tu je. ID punya lawa tu jaket orang yang warna coklat.
Betul dah. Aku setuju dah tu.
Okay, apa yang
duk lah Moji pakai baju hoodie MPL Singapore lah, MPL ID lah. Kita MPL buat tak, masalah Singapore ada. Singapore ada anjing.
Sekarang ni kita harapkan jaket apa Untitled diorang dah kalah dah. Tak ada dah dapat.
Tak dapat dah.
Sekarang kena meminta, kena merayu Simon untuk minta SRG punya.
Yeah. And considering TNC Pro Team just
nak beli pun belilah, benda tu asyik sold out je.
Uranus Isun si.
Tapi ni TNC boleh je ambil Lunox tak pun Kimi terus.
So, aku rasa Onic lebih berminat dengan Selena.
Onic dan Selena tak, untuk TNC ambil hero apa? Bunuh orang depan ni. Esme Lunox ke apa?
Lapu Lunox, kalau kau Lapu Lunox ni.
Pun boleh. Asalkan ada Lunox kat situ. Plus one okey lah. Habis lah, korang dua-dua tak ada kat playoff. Oh aduh, habis lah. Kita orang kena clip ni Sunfrost. Kita kena ban daripada playoff. Aku pun tak tahu apa kita cakap, tapi kita dah kena ban dah.
Hilda Lunox.
Hilda Lunox. Okay. Kali ni draft okey sikit TNC.
Ni okey TNC. Tapi tergantung tak TNC, kalau draft tadi pun okey, lepas tu masa tak nak main tak guna. Sana nak Selena lagi ke? Tapi ni ada Hilda ni berat juga. Tapi tak berat lah, kalau Selena sini boleh lajukan Yusun Shin, tak kena rusuh.
Ke kali ni dia ambil hero macam Kimi?
Kimi Olun, Selena patut. Wajib, aku wajib lah ni.
Cakap AI je fair, betul lah. Lepas ni aku cakap AI lah. Grok Eve
might be a possible option, or just go to Evo if you really don't want to
Valen.
have the firepower. But
Valen nak ambil apa? Nak ambil Lunox
it's
je ke?
early for Onic.
Okey lah ambil Lunox lawan dengan Lancelot Hayah. Ngam ah.
Yeah, I mean, you have
Okey ambil Lunox lawan dengan Lancelot Hayah.
I guess.
Ambil Lunox punya ulti.
Okay.
You don't feel that much.
Tak, aku pun rasa okey, cuma aku pun rasa macam awal sangat. Sebab takkanlah TNC dia nak ban Valen kan?
Betul? Aku setuju. Kalau dia betul nak Valen, baik dia cakap okey, kalau kita betul nak Valen, kita ambil lain dulu.
Melainkan dia nak ambil hero gold yang sangat pelik macam Ixia. Free Sempoi. Oh, Free Sempoi. Betul lah. Free Sempoi. Dia pakai hero Zaim tu. Dia tak tahu Zaim yang pakai dulu Valen ni.
Main user of the Hilda here for TNC Pro
Betul?
Team, and Alice ban for Onic Page not
Alice,
overlooking the flex part of Hilda as well.
Full respect. So for TNC, I think you just ban the Grok. No point in risking
Betul?
giving
Ban Grok,
Onic Philippines the Grok here.
Dia tu Valen awal sangat.
Too tempting.
Banyak
Patutnya
kali.
Grok dulu bro.
Apa dia?
Just accept the
Patutnya Grok dulu bro.
honestly.
Banyak kali caster hero tahan badan Uranus is useless, tak buat apa. Tapi kenapa MPL tetap ambil Uranus? Sebab dekat screen perform. Betul tak Zamfrost? Kalau tanya kenapa hero ni tetap ambil walaupun tak perform, sebab kat screen dia perform. Tak ada sebab lain.
Tak suka betul si alasan dia.
Especially on the eyebrow part. So
It's super chopped.
this is actually the crowd and supporters of TNC.
Sebetul si dorang boleh tidur.
And so far
Si
they're very
player ke si
supportive
audience?
of each other.
I'm
And
loving this crowd.
for now, TNC needs their support as well.
Ramai dia babak. Aduh,
Maybe this is going to be the time we find
alasan MV tu. Oh, alasan MV ya tu.
But we would not be hearing and seeing Esmeralda.
Esme di ban.
What are they cooking for?
Masih lepas Laphel berani
Sunfrost bila cast lagi, tengok dulu dia kena ban ke tak nanti.
Tergantung.
Nah, tergantung kita kena clip macam mana.
Betul.
Hey, are they going for a Laphel gold? Are they going for
Si
a
audience
Laphel gold?
Maybe.
For Calra?
I don't know. That's probably last pick material. So maybe Onic just.
Maybe selesa sebab dia punya belakang tu dia tutup semua kan. Dia bukan jenis macam dekat stadium yang just cover bontot je.
Laphel last pick.
Sorry Valen tu Stormy yang pakai sampai champ. Zaim. Hero Zaim. Ini Free Sempoi ni. Tak pun Super Sempoi. Super Sempoi.
Sempoi Prince lah, Sempoi Prince.
Sempoi Prince Sempoi Prince.
Kali.
Caster pun ada draft pick band juga Vel. Ada. Dia Munton ada berapa game okey caster ni kena ban. Caster ni kena pick.
We don't know if
Kadang-kadang swap pun ada.
there's a flex. Honestly, there's a three-way flex.
Caster pun ada tukar role ke? Tukar role ada ke?
Tukar role pun ada. Banyak multi role caster ni sebenarnya.
And then put the Hilda onto Chaknu.
Caster kena nerf dengan buff pun ada.
Betul.
Oh.
Caster late game ada, caster early game ada.
And then
Caster ni memang macam hero ML lah. Cerah muka Vel, apa rahsia? Lighting yang cerah.
Actually.
yeah, that's true.
Lagi kalau duduk putih.
Oh, weh.
Untuk tak kat Ascension je ke? And then Bengul. Okay, syarat kat orang yang cakap Bengul tu.
Tapi kan tak keluar lagi marksman-nya.
To get a hero for Kelra, is it going to be a fighter gold or the traditional route of a marksman?
Aku rasa hero jarak jauh dah kill ni. Claude ke Brody ke.
Yeah.
Apa nama dia? Beatrix.
Bengul pun lagi tu.
Siapa? Granger.
Rubies, honestly.
What if?
Cuma ada Hilda kot. Dia berat sikit lah.
Wait, I'm
Eh,
trying
boleh.
to read what Coach Wynot
Betul,
is
patch
doing.
Munton pun affect caster Ruby ni. Ruby pun okey.
Clint, Nathan.
Caster kena nerf dengan nama player biasanya, betul. Bila ada nama Big Black Clock.
Lock it in.
Oh.
Okay, that's
I
going.
like this. I don't understand this Mobius pick, by the way.
Maybe I'm more on the comfort here for
Tolong lah TNC, kalau Hilda roam pun kau tak agresif, kau betul tak nak main aku cakap.
Kalau game ni pun bosan,
Up against the Uranus
tutup
here
live lah, guys.
for
Betul.
I mean, even if I try just
Sebab dia dah Hilda dah ni. Dia dah Hilda dah. Hilda dan slot dah. Kalau dia first 2 minit dia duduk dekat river lagi, aku tahu kan cakap apa.
we have to wait and see.
So kalau game macam ni, baik kau nak tengok Fix punya live tu.
Will TNC Pro Team work their way
Kelakar
out
lagi dia punya live.
as Onic Philippine locks in the Ruby here for
Betul.
Kelra? As you mentioned, you're liking the Ruby last pick here.
Aku ingat Onic jangan nak ambil Ben.
Seems like a
Sambung
great
esok.
team fight comp, honestly, for
Esok pun tak silap aku
Let's see if
pukul berapa
it will
Pukul
reflect
5
on
petang.
the way that they play
Dia punya
this
game start.
As we move on forward onto the land of Dawn.
Tapi best juga Sunfrost, dorang punya format ni, Sabtu satu game, Ahad satu game.
Casters,
Best
it's
juga.
your time.
Aku rasa tak best lah. Tak intense lah.
Tak intense Tapi lagi banyak hari, lagi banyak gaji.
Betul juga. Sebab tu aku berminat dia. Sebab yang tu aku berminat.
Kerja pun satu game sehari tu je.
Tak apa Bel, kau jangan kau dengan cerita kau full jadual. Playoff.
Maybe alternate games isn't
Oh
something
mungkin
new to TNC and they were
Sebab
able to
ada
accomplish
2-3
that
caster kena
even
ban tu.
against
Ada 2-3 caster kena ban tu.
regular season just yesterday.
Weh, kenapa Hita tak sampai tu? Weh, Hita tu tak masuk Bel.
That, 'cause I'm liking the adjustments from Onic.
Kenapa Cak Nur kat tengah?
There's so much
Kenapa dia tak
respect
cari?
Ya, dia
towards
kat tengah je tu.
heroes.
Kalau dia nak absorb
This time they
EXP,
get Lancelot
kenapa dia
too.
tak ikut Zaida je sekali?
Another surprise. 'Cause they've been making
Dok
sure
pahit.
Zaida doesn't get a hold of any in game number 1.
Dia punya gerakan ni kita cuma tak faham. Sunfrost. Ini IQ PH ni. Kita takkan tahu.
Dah boleh. Dia dah boleh pergi kat Isun Sin tu dah.
Dah boleh. Sekarang dia pergi. Kau tengok. Kau tengok cara dia pergi
Saya yakin dia pergi. Saya yakin dia pergi.
Ya, kau tengok tengok. Lepas tu.
Tu je. Dia cepat dia pergi. Ya, aku cakap.
But at least she got to flicker in the bush.
Giri dengan Husky kan kena ban. Dia kena ban tu. Macam mana tu? It's a joke by the way. Diorang tak kena ban. Diorang just ada projek lain nak buat macam mana.
What's the gold lane situation like? Again, a Bane versus a Ruby both have some level of
Agak-agak Marsh jadi Ultraman lagi tak time play off. Depends. Kalau diorang bagi dia topeng tu, dia akan buat.
Dapat je.
Feels very well if you're the Bane. 'Cause a Ruby can
Bayangkan main Hilda lawan dengan Isun Sin. Last Lancelot kau punya jungle dia kena rembat.
but if you get to time
Kelakar
it
tu.
so well or maybe
TNC tolong Takkanlah korang cuma one day wonder. Sekarang ni one day I wonder.
majority of the damage and I'm probably talking
One day I wonder what happened to you.
the catch if that's the case, but it's not like that's the goal for our gold laners. It's not like
Okay,
we want to
Zaida boleh dapat di Zaida. Kau tengok Emma tu dia flick, dia angkat orang, lepas tu pum, TNC menang. Tengok je. Tengok je Fobis. Tengok. Okay, start dah. Tu King Kong. Macam tu. Oi, aku dah cakap dah. Aku dah cakap. Guys. Tengok.
Itulah begitulah.
Tahu dah.
Dekat Malaysia dah kurang dia nak gold Ruby.
Betul.
Aku tak rasa
Bila macam nak pun kena ban.
Baru nak je dah kena ban. Tapi bagi aku rasa kalau lepas pun dia orang tak nak masalahnya.
Aku rasa macam tu. Sebab season ni baru pakai berapa 4-5 kali je kan.
Yeah, but it was clear that
Tapi aku tengok kalau macam PS ni every time enemy lot kau Isun Sin mesti kau nak Ruby.
survive though. And Benny did so much.
Aku rasa diorang fikir tak boleh nak gendong-gendong sangat kot.
I guess
Sebab last yang aku ingat Amzi.
they just tried.
Mungkin ada lepas tu cuma aku tak ingat je lah.
But champions
Sebab impact dia macam kurang sikit.
punished.
Itu pun losing.
Will be used, but that's about it.
Yep, the best thing that Onic can do is
Uish, telepati. Aku orang PH. Aku tahu diorang punya apa akan jadi.
accept the fact that the early game ain't yours. Maybe even a part
Yang Amzik tu pun lawan Fanny. So
Make sense lah, make sense.
make
a
sense.
blunt force object.
Yeah.
Just buy time away from 3mar and own that half of the map.
Trimar nama dia? Okay, Trimar.
Like, that's the only solution.
Terima TZ. Dia dah berapa kali lah rumors ke MPL Malaysia.
That they're trying to
Tapi
keep
tak tahu, tak lepas-lepas try out kot.
maybe through, let's say, Brusco and how he keeps trying
Macam mana
or maybe
MPM Malaysia kita punya try out susah tu.
attention to how
Tak
his
semua
farming
lepas.
patterns are, because I guess
Tak semua lepas.
Ali is just
Jangan satu odak.
capable of doing that.
Zai dengan
Tried to stop Zaida for a huge majority of the past 4
Try
minutes.
out tu.
Aku rasa mungkin senang sikit lah. Tapi yang lain susah tu.
Just keeps grouping up and applying pressure to Onic and their farm.
Yep, and what that'll do is you'll end up with a dead Khalid. You don't want that.
Reading code tu dapat debu ungu je lah kan, tahu?
DNC, they're up 1,000 gold now.
Sebab aku tak pernah buat redeem code diorang.
Turtle pit, out-shotted by King Kong. 3 more jumps on Kelra.
He's liking how his passive is almost always
Okay.
active.
Nice.
Sekarang ni. Okay, kau
Main,
paksa
main,
fight
main.
lepas dapat turtle. Okay. Paksa fight lepas turtle. Alright.
There's the infernal pursuits from 3 Mars.
Okay, macam tu. Lepas tu?
Macam bukan macam tu je, macam tu je. Ben kau tak nak main tu. Tak, Ben kau tak nak main tu. Tu geramnya aku Ben ni.
Oi!
Oh, macam tu lah Ben. Ingat dah aku ni.
Dia tunggu ditegur.
As if a deadly
Aduh, nak kena ajak juga duk Ben ni. Bukan main cloud tu Ben ni.
Ya. Dia selagi kau tak cakap Sunfrost, dia pun macam tunggu je tau. Dia macam
Cuma dia masuk dia
bila mak kau
benda.
cakap, kau duduk di situ.
can only build so much.
Sampai mati kau duduk di situ.
Items because I want to see
Ya, kalau aku jadi lelaki kan, macam kalau aku baru nak buat, lepas tu orang cakap aku tak nak buat dah tu.
magic.
Betul tadi,
Sebenarnya
kalau-
macam tu lah. Aku macam tu.
Ben tu kata dia nak masuk fight. Tiba-tiba member dia dah tegur suruh masuk fight. Memang tak masuk lah fight tu.
Had to survive.
Tak jujur aku macam tu. Dulu parents aku pun, diorang suruh aku buat apa? Dishes. Apa dia panggil? Basbing kan? Aku tak nak buat. Aku tunggu bila diorang lupa, baru aku buat. Sebab aku tak nak buat sebab diorang suruh aku buat. Aku nak buat sebab aku yang buat.
Aku setuju.
Kita lelaki macam ni tu.
Ya.
Jangan suruh. Biar kita buat sendiri.
Take him out.
Macam aku baru nak keluar rumah kan. Lepas tu mak aku kata, asyik duduk rumah je. Tak nak keluar ke? Lepas tu aku macam, tak apa, tak nak keluar. Aku tak nak keluar.
Terus jadi stay rumah. Ni lawa juga dia macam ni.
He gets to pick up his rapier.
Lawa.
Lawa tu Infinix GT30 Pro ni.
Tapi yang kanan kena better ke sikit.
Yang kanan
Tak, maksud aku kenapa dia punya, semua yang dia punya frame-frame yang kecil tu kan. Macam tak ada outline. Outline dia nipis tu.
kecuali suruh solat.
Approaching
Actually jujur aku pun pasal solat pun macam biar aku buat sendiri. Jangan suruh. So aku start pun bukannya bapak aku suruh aku solat, dia just buat depan aku bagi aku nampak, jadi aku macam fikir sendiri. Gitu je lah. Dia tak payah suruh, aku just tengok dia macam aku diam-diam pergi. Aku tak nak solat depan orang, aku nak solat diam-diam.
How do they deal with Benny and not
Okay, ni baru TNC tu, ni baru TNC.
burst damage when they've all committed their resources onto a team fight that
Tengok,
even
Zain Sempoi je boleh main Valiant double fighter menang.
Itulah. Come on lah, Sempoi Friends. Dia kena suruh tu, kalau sampai kena paksa memang aku tak nak buat. Itu ADHD kau tu, Vel. Betul lah, aku rasa sebab ADHD lah. And aku jujur aku cakap, aku rasa tak ada caster satu dunia yang perform sekarang ni, diorang normal. Adalah ADHD ke, autism ke, skizofrenia ke. Gideon tu dyslexic.
Ya ke? Gideon dyslexia?
Gideon dyslexic.
Sampai umur berapa?
Sampai sekarang lah.
I do not want to
Dia macam susah nak baca dan sebagainya.
close to that kind of pain.
Dengan dia susah nampak apa aku lupa lah.
When I'm in this
Dyslexia biasanya
kalau pelat kira tak, pelat pun je.
and even if
Kau tengok Karakuri
so many
sampai sekarang dia kekal.
potential crowd control sources, you put yourself
Kau nak jadi caster, kau tak jadi normal tu.
Their super prints already using
Oh!
Oish. Nice.
Baik
nice.
tu Zaim Prince. Bagi tukar pula nama dia.
Prince pula.
Bagi tukar nama dia. Setakat ni Mas caster paling normal. Aku tak pasti aku boleh setuju ke tak.
Sangat normal.
Sangat normal.
I guess you can't really assume that Onic
Yang aku rasa paling normal Adin kot.
when they want to chase after a target.
Riz pun ada masa
because it's
dia
so
bebal
easy
juga.
for them to just switch on the spot. And I guess that's
Oh,
also probably what
tak, Staffa
happened
tak
to
normal.
Lancey earlier.
Staffa dia diam, tapi
Maybe
dia
he thought
pun
they
tak
were
alright tu.
actually trying to just go for the chase. But then they saw Lancey and in the blink of an eye, they just suddenly shifted targets.
Kalau normal tak relevan, betul. Normal tak relevan tu. Dia kerja depan kamera ni, kau tak boleh normal. Adin orang bapak-bapak, saya mandi cuma hari Rabu dengan Ahad. Boleh jadi caster tak?
That's what's keeping this
Cuba tukar
on a manageable
Jumaat, Sabtu, Ahad boleh.
What is that now?
Sebab time tu je kau kerja.
1,000 gold between Onic and
Hari
TNC,
lain aku tak
despite
kisah, aku tak
everything
mandi.
that TNC has walked away with, and a good chunk of that gold is still on King Kong. So between him and Zaida, there still is a chance that
9 minit kill 3-3 tu Sampras.
Now TNC are the ones holding it.
Husky tak normal. Husky tak normal.
The objective will be the way to go. Super Prince though already forcing the brilliance out of Lancy, but Kelra, look at the amount of crowd control they're able to use onto 3mar.
Okay,
That's gonna be
3mar.
a kill
Okay.
over to Onic.
Ini free.
Lama
Free.
nasib dapat doh.
From TNC
Lama dia diorang nak basuh.
that objective.
Karakuri normal tak di PLR.
distance, a lot of space they're working with. Chagno with the conceal, thinking if they're gonna go for the counter attack, he jumps King Kong. Superfan made half.
Jujur cakap aku lupa ada heal dalam game ni.
They know that they've already lost. Turtle, Lord, everything belongs to Zaida.
3mar was the sacrifice. And they had to put 3 bodies over there just to deal with him. And no one else could have went near TNC.
Nope. It's worth it, I'll tell you now. I think it's a good trade. But look at this. Kelra on his old teammate Chagno. It's interesting how Chagno's using this.
Aduh, game macam ni game malam. Aduh, kalau save normal ke? Pun tak. Pun tak. Tapi dia lebih normal daripada tak normal lah. Cuma dia kelakar jadi boleh terima lah. Nanti M7 agak-agak tak ada urusan ke sana, insyaAllah tak ada. Kenapa Karakuri still kah sampai sekarang dah terlampau lama ataupun dia dah kebal tu. Ngantuknya game ni agaklah. Dia lain tau kalau kill dia memang rendah tapi selalu fight. Ini kill rendah sebab tak ada fight.
There's just too much going on for Onic to deal with. And they've been trying.
Kalau game macam ni, kita sebagai caster kan macam, okay, kau nak main macam ni boleh, tapi janganlah sampai 5 game.
For Kelra's, I'm offended on the turnaround. But TNC have been able to flourish under that. Approaching the 4K gold lead.
Maybe it's really that one fight to enable King Kong that they're looking
Aku dah tak tahan dah aku.
A team fight where Benny
I suka skip buat live analysis kat TikTok tapi season ni tak ada. Live pakai banyak tenaga tu guys. Kadang-kadang malas.
There's a Khalid, there's a Ruby, there's a Terrify threat from Super Prince. But no,
Zaida dapat ke? Okay, Zaida dapat.
King Kong gets denied his purple. Grant the purple right in your face. What you gonna do about it, King? At least Zaida had to use the retribution. Well, sadly King Kong did too as a response. But looking at the items, he's behind.
Aku macam nak tengok lah game BLID yang lama at least. At least adalah sesuatu terjadi.
King Kong has damage.
Pernah ke muat timecast? Pernah je. Tapi kita pastikan tak masuk mic lah.
But it seems like they have to work
season ni game apa yang paling susah kau cast? Game apa paling susah aku cast?
And maybe that's what Onic.
Ada satu game tu tak yang memang aku macam setiap kali something happen aku macam kenapa kau macam tu tu? Itu yang paling susah.
Season ni apa? Season ni
Season ni ada banyak game macam tu tapi ada satu yang memang teruk gila yang aku macam apa kau buat macam ni tu? Apa kau buat macam tu tu? Aku cuma ingat ada drop.
If not everything on King Kong with Super Prince down low, Phantom Execution, but at least has the brilliance from the IMU to get away.
Okay, basu. Ada manis-manis ke? Tidak manis.
Ever seen a split pushing Uranus? That's what Kirk did.
Okay, Uranus split dapat turret. Okay. Korang nak contest ke lot ni? Tak nak. Rema main 4 vs ke Fel? Rema main 4 vs?
And come from behind.
Itu Trimar, bukan Rema. Itu Trimar. Rema lain, Rema caster.
Already sees Kirk. Chagno though already half HP. What's the plan for TNC here?
Okay, Zaida dapat. Okay, lepas tu dapat kill. Dapat King Kong Oi, baik doh. Alhamdulillah. End game. End je terus. End je. Onic kalau boleh surrender je.
I can imagine the communications. Let him hit the traceless. Let him in. And TNC punished now. 3mar chasing down Kirk.
Kirk's trying to run away. It's a Uranus. He can.
What? Off camera, Fringe gets popped.
By Zaida and Benny.
DJ doh, pick Uranus awal ni macam makan diri je.
Korang sebagai penonton, kita caster, kita asyik kritik orang ambil Uranus. And sekarang kat PH pun tak jadi. Korang rasa macam mana? Sebagai penonton tengok gameplay Uranus. Aku cakap macam tu Uranus terus dapat kill. Oh, sakit kan Vayne punya ni deadly catch.
Dia pun terkejut tu.
Macam mati meh. Okay, terus bunuh. Okay. Cloud ni bahaya ni. Hello Yuri. Harap Grand Final MPLY at least part 2 ya. At least part 2. Part 1 pun rasa macam dia macam ni. Dia sama ada best dengan panjang. Dia kalau tak best at least habis cepat.
Benda ni semua tergantung SRG malam tu ada apa-apa tak? Dia kalau SRG memang 4-0. Tak ada buat apa lah.
Kalau malam tu dia dah booking kedai nak dinner, 4-0 lah.
Macam boleh mana-mana tu dia kata. Tak boleh lama lah, dia memang akan gerak dah. Terus 4-0 siap, selekeh tu.
Dia kalau malam tu ada meeting, dia akan lambat sikit. Dia draft slow.
Execution gets held for a bit, but still Zaida making his way, dealing enough damage, forcing Super Friends to walk back to the base. See, it's even in those small openings that you don't get to see the damage coming from Onic just yet.
And that's when he was already serving himself up on a silver platter. You see how he punctured into the rest of Onic and none of them could stop.
Akhirnya diorang nak menang. Main double fighter tapi baru nak fight Uranus is kalau betul Uranus tu sebagai penonton tak suka Uranus sebab tak ada adu mekanik. Betul. Aku rasa Uranus tu more pada bait skill set. What happened diorang TPH tadi, hujung-hujung TPH diorang tak ada hero kejar belakang. Jadi diorang punya damage dealer free buat damage. TPH ada peluang untuk Golden Road, tetapi sekarang ni nampak macam team dah start boleh kalahkan diorang. Dulu fail in between games. Sekarang ni aku rasa macam baik aku makan, baik aku pergi toilet makan, lepas mungkin solat je terus. Sebab by the time aku settle semua tu, analisis pun tak habis lagi. Sekarang aku faham dulu perasaan korang bila analisis lama-lama. Percaya dulu cakap aku, kita kalau boleh terus masuk game, kita nak
je. Kita tak selama tu doh. Kita sekejap je doh.
Ya. Kita punya macam apa 5-6 minit je lah max taklah sampai 10 minit.
Betul.
Kita sekarang ni yang lama interview tu je lah. Selain dua tu dah kejap dah. Ada ke team siapkan Golden Road? Tidak ada.
Weh, salah flicker tu Brusco, salah flicker tu. Habis.
Game ni korang boleh pula lawan dengan Jason Shin dia. Nak bagi minit ke? Dapat ke? Oi.
Santai, ada Uranus.
Tak dapat. Okay, TNC dapat. Okay. Team Production Malaysia on top tak macam Indo PH. Kita macam betul jugalah kita punya. Tapi Sunfrost kita sponsor ada je. Tapi kita settle semua sebelum masuk game.
Kita pandai nego dengan sponsor tu.
Kita pandai nego betul. Sebab production MPL Malaysia diorang tahu player audience tak nak tengok lama. Dia nak tengok player je. Dia cakap okey lah, tak payahlah nak berbual panjang. Analysis lama tapi yang komen kat MPL MY kalau saja menang tulis bogil.
TNT played this game, the aggression again. This is what I was saying earlier. Like now you see TNT, they're the ones doing the Sigma pattern. Onic lost mid lane control. They didn't have anything on his Valentina pickup. Super Friends, I gotta say, this was an underwhelming performance on the Valentina, and also they did not really address the the full use of Trimar, and Zaida was just allowed to puncture through game number 2 and get the win for TNC. Almost perfect game for the Lancelot. In fact, he didn't even die in this game.
are crowned MVP for that game. So far, that is how you jungle. Strong contender indeed up against the king of the jungle with this Lancelot Prio pick.
Yep.
Now we are talking. Now we see that you finally get a hero that really complements Zyda the way that he plays.
Yeah, we did say, you know, if they leave both open, stay the Lancelot. And Zyda took that. They've gotten themselves a very comfortable draft. This is very TNC-esque, especially with the heal deflects. That was very wonderful coming out from TNC. I still think any other XP laner would have performed better, but you gotta commend the player. 3mar, he performed he played a fantastic Phobe's game. The dark waves, the constant catch onto the backside. Also Chapnu shutting down Super Prince and Brusco, even though Onic Philippines had a better team fight. The fact of the matter is these team fights are awkward. It's all scattered. Every every position has to be accounted for Onic Philippines for them to actually engage. But that's what made the game for TNT so good.
Apa ni? Kalau slow game gini, Pukul 12 baru habis. Bulan Januari nanti ada update patch ke Fel? Bulan Januari nanti M7 jadi mungkin tak good.
The Chapnu way, of course, we have to acknowledge that.
Movie collab dengan Mplph ni apa sebenarnya? Ke diorang numpang event MPL to promote dia movie je? Lebih pada tu. Untuk kita promote tapi diorang bagi duit lah. Negative 100 orang flicker. Team saya SRG siapa je ada peluang pergi M7. Vamos. Vamos dengan Om Boys. Tapi lebih pada vamos kot.
That we saw them
baik, tiba team MPL MY kat playoff jadi overpower sampai SRG tak lepas. I would be okay with that. I would be okay. Game Vamos versus Untitled paling buat kau stress kan, Fel? Vamos Untitled apa yang jadi? Vamos Untitled aku cuba ingat balik.
But for this game number 2, perfect play for his Lunox.
That's why I was worried when Onic Philippines took the Uranus. It's more like
stage mana lawan, Fel? M1 ke M6? M6.
But didn't you watch their game against Aurora? That man has played 5 Lunox games.
M1 pun lawa, bukan M1 tak lawa. M1 memang sangat lawa. Tapi M6 aku rasa diorang step up lah.
The thing is, TNT made Aurora work. And now you
macam ni aku pergi solat dulu lah.
And this is what you get. You know, they
game macam ni pun dekat 18 minit. Aduh hai.
The middle lane. They got Landseed on their Uranus and the
M6 screen turun tu bapa style dia tu style tu.
Even though Benecutie, it was a phenomenal Bane game. He was unstoppable, honestly. Nobody could actually catch this guy because even if they tried, the deadly catch is gonna come out, which begs the question, where was the deadly catch on the Valentina? We only saw it twice. And you did point out that, you know, Chapnu being always in the face of Super Prince, the Valentina was essentially forced to always copy the Order of Brilliance, which again brings me back to the question, why was the Valentina picked up in the first place?
If you're going to have a hard time, just pick a hero that would suffice Super Prince with his mobility, right? For TNC Pro Team, acknowledging Benecutie as well, you mentioned. And for the latter portion of the game, he was like, Zyda, no more Maniac. I would just love to finish off this round. And just went for the deadly catch and actually finish off this round before the 18-minute mark. Now, looking at the bigger picture onto the stats, this is why I'm mentioning that Zyda really plays so well to be able to do this against King Kong. He's actually using one of his comfort picks here for this season. 3 straight turtles, then 2 lords here for game number 2. And not only that, he actually was able to deny the jungle against the Sigma jungler.
It's very poetic. It's like you match these two. They came from the same team. King Kong left TNC, got the championship with Onic Philippines, but now TNT, Zyda is sending a different message. I don't need to leave my team. Let me carry my team, and Zyda did just that. Phenomenal gameplay all across the board for the boys, the Phoenix boys, and TNT, as Chapnu's rightfully claimed so. But Onic Philippines, again, there's a lot of problems on their draft, in their execution as well. And so far, the Ruby Gold Lane Fighter has not worked for anybody, even in the regular season. So I think, even though I did say, in the draft, it looked good, I just think that, it's such a risky pick, honestly.
I do agree with you. It looked promising.
Yeah.
Okay, it looked promising. But looking at this one, full of hopes for this guy, the carry in both the rich guy is going to be Zyda's. The Sandbag Kirk, of course, really defended a lot of the damages, but still the setup just isn't there. And the damage here, as you mentioned, Super Prince wasn't able to maximize copying the deadly catch or whatsoever he wanted to copy. But for this round, the BPI rich guy Zyda did a spectacular. He not only carried the game, he ate.
Yeah. Arguably one of the best players in Season 16, honestly. Like, this guy just continues to impress so many people. Again, commended by so many, you know,
Yes.
prominent names
Now-
in the MLBB scene.
Yes.
Oh My Venus, even KelVJ yesterday. And now he's actually out jungling the Sigma jungler.
Now, I want to call him Sir Zyda.
Sir Zyda?
Yes, because he used the Lancelot. He's a knight.
Sir Lancelot, Sir
The
Zyda.
knight in shining armor here is going to be Zyda here for TNC Pro Team. You mentioned numerous KOLs, pro players, even analysts as yourself. Zyda is not really at the prime, but is at his best this season. And acknowledging the fact, of course, that this is still a do-or-die match, and to be able to recover from the game number 1 and for game number 2, a total reset for the draft, of course. Props to Coach Etomax and Coach Hito, of course.
Yeah.
And so
forget
far,
Hito.
yeah, always acknowledge Hito. And even though we've seen the Selena being picked up for game number 1, for game number 2, the Valentina right now for Super Fist just isn't it.
It wasn't it.
It wasn't it. There are multiple heroes that we could finally see if ever. This is just a game number 2 for the second match-up of the day. Still elimination match. Only one can survive. Only one will be able to face the LPH tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough potentially 4 games for these two teams, because it's going to go back and forth in draft and gameplay.
To go back and forth onto what happened onto game number 2. Let's dive in deeper and get to know what happened there together with our analysts. Let's head on over to Wolf.
Isa sa mga criticism ko sa TNC is yung kanilang box. Sinama ko yan sa keys to victory na pwedeng i-unbox ng Onic Philippines yung ginagawang formation ng TNC, but it wasn't true in this game. Particularly dun sa last clash na nakita natin. And nakakatuwa kasi reminiscent siya ng mga ginagawa ng TNC in their match going up against Aurora. Pag titignan natin dito, exact the same spot. And dahil merong konting triggers para sa side ng TNC na malaman nila na walang nag-shove ng side lanes para sa side ng Onic Philippines. Tapos etong si Uranus ay nakita nila dun sa may gitna. Ang kailangan lang gawin ni Chakto ay check itong L-Bush, pati na rin itong tinatawag na Nubush. Nung nakita niya si Keldra na walang kasama, dito na nagpanik yung Onic Philippines. Hinawakan ng Lord ang TNC at unti-unting nagpakita itong si Benny QT, pero nakaramdam siya para ba talagang may senses bilang isang carry ng team. At nung pagtalon dito ni Brusco, nakita natin na nagmintis na. And if you're looking at the positioning ng ating dalawang teams, mukhang hindi na nga talaga na forma ng side ng Onic Philippines o kanilang box. And in the other side, ito namang TNC, napakaganda na pwestuhan nila dito sa mapa. Nahanap nila yung crucial na mga heroes. Keldra, for example, safe. Etong si Kirk ay hindi makakaapot dun sa laban dahil mabilis din namang kumilos etong TNC. That eventually gave them the advantage. Nauna pa ni Zaidang makuha itong kill kay Keldra at sunod-sunod na nga yung pag-snowball dito. Di na natin kailangan i-explain, kailangan na lang natin panoorin, because at this point, dahil walang tamang formation ang side ng Onic Philippines, TNC literal na nag-kolekta na lang ng kanilang mga kills. At syempre, etong triple kill mula doon kay Zaida, tinahi pa nga yung mga minion wave that actually was not in favor of Onic Philippines. Etong laban na to ay napaka-importante ang draft, pero mas importante pa rin ang formation sa ating mapa. In this Lord Dance, na alam nating lugi ang Onic Philippines, mas lalo pa nilang pinalugi yung sarili nila by isolating Keldra at pinunish siya ni Chakto. Hindi pwede yan kay Chakto. The improvements from TNC are great. At nandito na nga tayo, papunta sa game number 3. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Wolf, for dissecting onto what happened for game number 2, specifically pointing out key moments here for TNC Pro Team, eliminating the box, the circle, or whatever shape it is that Onic was trying to form for game number 2. But you could also form and be featured as the next Mplph Philippines Super Fan of the Month. All you have to do is join the Mplph Philippines official group, engage with the community, and just keep those interactions positive.
Share any MPL related news and updates in the group for your chance to be named as the MPL Philippines Super Fan of the Month.
And so far, we featured numerous super fans here on our MPL Philippines official group. And you could also get to know the players and interactions with our audience analysts there onto our official groups. And you could also showcase your esports skills and passion for gaming by organizing your own local tournaments through eProject Esports for Everyone.
Participants in this program will be provided with special access to tournament modes, in-game items, styles, and many more. Visit the MPL Philippines website for more information and, of course, how to apply.
And that's also a start. If you want to grind, you have the tournament access.
Yep.
You want a community of your own. If you're actually willing to make an effort and create your own tournaments, this is a big help. The esports project for everyone. And for all the communities out there, we have interesting booths here on our MPL Super Fan CTR and MPL Festival. You could also see your favorite players. MDL teams, of course, are visiting here, and the merches from different teams across MPL Philippines.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to look at here. So I think we have a surprise for these guys.
We will be able to see what's happening on our MPL Festival. So let's all watch this.
Magandang gabi and welcome back to Super Fan City. This is your very own Odin in another episode of adding merchandise to my collection. And we are here at TNC Pro Teams booth with Miss Sophia. Ano po ba ang mga bestseller natin dito?
Actually, ang bestseller namin is jacket at season 16 na jersey.
Napakaganda talaga nitong jersey na to. Ano ba yung kakaiba dito sa booth nyo?
Meron kami ditong light stick.
Parang gusto ko yan mga ganyan kumikinang. Maraming salamat! Next up, the Minds booth with Kuya Jerome. Ano bang meron dito sa booth nyo?
Yung mga merch po natin na may jacket po, tsaka jersey. And then yung cap.
Parang bagay sa akin to,
apa
Kuya.
ni? Iklan
Bagay
ke?
ba sa akin to? Patingin niya akong bagay.
Ada berapa layer diorang punya buah masa ni?
Ay, parang oo nga, no? Thank you, ah.
Itulah tapi saya 2 hari je.
Next landing, Falcon's Nest. At makikita niyo dito may dice sila na may corresponding prizes kapag ni-roll niyo yan. And Miss Jenny.
Adalah TLPH KM7 Rotas sebab semalam lawan Onic di Papau teruk. Tapi tadi diorang lawan dengan Aurora kalah. But they can turn things around. They can turn things around for sure.
Ay, ako pa yung tinanong mo talaga. Maraming salamat, Miss Jenny. Sa'yo na yung hanger, akin na yung hoodie. Maraming salamat. Let's go to our next stop. Ngayon naman ay pupuntahan natin ang Onic booth. Ano po ba ang bestseller natin dito?
Sa ngayon po, ang bestseller natin is yung jersey na yellow po. Fancy edition. Tapos meron din pong black.
Thank you, Kuya. Favorite kay Yellow.
Squid aku makan. Dah lah woi, lama sangat iya tu.
Meron din po tayong freebies.
Aku dah sold out apa semua pun tak settle lagi. Padahal aku bukannya rushing pun.
Ano to, clip?
Yes po.
O, diba? Salamat.
Aku ambil makan.
Malapit na makompleto ang
Kalau aku ambil makan habis
kulang
still
pa.
tak start.
Kaya nandito tayo ngayon sa Aurora Gaming
Bro.
booth. Ano po ba ang bestseller natin dito?
Of course, available pa rin yung Season 15 shirts and they are still our best seller. Official Tai Chi uniform is still available in Aurora.
Madam, ano yung para sa akin dito ngayon?
Lanyard.
Love it. Thank you so much, Madam, ha? Dadalaw naman ako dito sa kabilang barangay ng Smart Omega. Kuya, ano ba ang meron tayo dito?
Meron po tayong iba't ibang jersey at saka mga jacket po. At tulad po ng S16 na jersey po namin bagong-bago.
Ganda naman yan. Ano ba yung para sa akin dito?
Mayroon po kami photocard ng mga players at saka mga sticker po.
Tingin na Magic. Sino kaya? Ikaw na to, James. Thank you, Kuya. And last up, dito naman sa TLPH booth, ano po ba ang bestseller natin dito?
Ang bestseller po natin is itong jersey, yung home natin. Ating varsity jacket, naka-discount po siya 10%. And sa lahat ng mga products natin ngayon playoffs.
Maraming salamat. Bagay ba sa akin yan?
Bagay na bagay.
At nakompleto na nga ang aking merch sa lahat ng booths dito sa Super Fan City. At kung hindi ganito ang itsura mo na aalis ka sa venue, kailangan na dumaan dito lamang sa MPL Philippines Festival Super Fan City dahil marami din discounts and meron din mga freebies na naghihintay para sa inyo. Kaya naman tara na! Balik na muna tayo sa MPL Arena.
What a refreshing sight to see with our very own Odin touring us around onto our Mplph Super Fan City.
Yep.
Featuring different boots of our team, and I already eyeing out some jerseys from our team right there.
Yeah, that actually made me want to count how much money I have, because I want to buy some of the merch.
I think I have 6 pesos.
I have 5. So we're kind of poor here. If you're willing to donate, just kidding. But yeah, you do check out the the stuff that are available in the MPL Festival.
Yeah.
A lot of things going on there, activities, and also merches that you can buy.
And that's so convenient. If you want to support the team, you could also buy the merch and wear it while cheering
In the
for your
venue.
favorite teams. And you could also win a merch, just like Kelra's sister earlier. Just because she was also wearing the merch of Onic Philippines, like a lucky super fan. So be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow you would be the next super fan who will be able to get the 9th anniversary
Yeah, this
MLBB tote bag with featuring blanket, bucket hat, sticker, and everything else. But so far for game number 3, let's head on over and check out on what will be the heroes the TNC and Onic Philippines will be using. But before that,
walls. Give me walls.
grass.
Give me walls.
Okay, grass,
Give me walls. Okay.
cloud. Now they give us cloud.
Yeah, we're unlucky now.
Looking at the win rates on a 50 and 57 here for TNC and Onic Philippines.
Not bad. Not
But
bad.
for the sides, I think it's going to be Onic Philippines onto the blue side and red side here for TNC Pro Team. Ban out Lancelot and even Yisin Shin, Hayabusa Fanny.
Oh no. Okay, wait. Onic.
There's a chance.
They trapped themselves now. What do you put King Kong on? Joy? And then
Maybe-
TNC just straight up picks utility junglers.
Or, yeah, the utility Fredrin Baksha. Will we be able to see that?
Okay.
And Jushin, by the way, is open here for both of our teams.
Is this first pick Yuzong for Kirk?
Oh, yeah, the Yuzong. So far,
Yeah, it got left behind. So wait, Onic?
Or the back. I'm seeing a back shot in the mouth of Coach Wynot.
Yeah. Is this CC first pick
Or yeah,
for Onic?
flexible. Got a Kacha? Or maybe the CC. Just get the CC overall
Just get
here.
CC, honestly, because it could flex on both XP and
That's it.
gold. So now TNC, it's time to just get the Yuzong here, honestly.
I think they should
Wah
let
Odin?
go of
Odin
the
ada buat apa-apa
Kacha,
special
in my
tadi?
opinion.
Yeah, maybe Gatot Yuzong.
Ke just wow sebab
They don't have to
Odin.
pick up the jungler here.
Gatot
They have Fredrin
Oh, aku
and
tengah
they
makan
have Fred
Odin.
and Baksha.
Baru habis masak Maggi, masih tak main lagi. Anjay
Or
betul
even
lah.
Gatot
Okay, diorang start dah.
Jushin as I've
CC first pick untuk
seen
Onic
the
PH.
combos, numerous size.
Tinggal
That's
Joy
not
je.
hard to execute,
Assassin
but
jungle.
might be an overkill.
That's if you're convinced that Kirk doesn't play
Yep,
Yuzong.
so diorang terus ambil Joy Jushin
Wait, Joy and Jushin.
So diorang tak ambil Gatot
I don't know, man.
There's something when they're on the red side here.
Yeah, I think TNC is convinced that okay, let's just take away the Joy because it's still one of the still one of King Kong's signature picks.
Aku rasa diorang ambil Gatot Eve kot.
You know, if he's on Fred, if he's on Baksha,
Tak, Eve.
TNC's happy. I think that's
Boleh
the
ambil
game plan
nanti.
here. So that's why they picked up the Zushin too.
Maybe.
So
But
you
is
go-
it enough of a reason here for King Kong to be threatened? Because
Ke
remember,
Gatot Lapu.
Should
you could just go for a debut like a Suyu
Suyo?
here. You mentioned that.
That's hard to get.
Gatot
that's hard to get
Kimi,
Zushin
okay.
and Joy
Yeah,
done.
forgot about Kimi.
Let's
Lama tak
use
dapat
the
Kimi.
king of the jungle. But Kimi and Gatot here for Onic Philippines. And the Yuzong.
Fair, aku harap kalau Vamos masuk grand final, gameplay dia padu macam dulu, dia excited pakai Nole dapat ISGPM. I think can. Sebab diorang ada very clear game plan, which is menangkan Chibi.
They have to clear
Dan
those
aku
out.
rasa diorang boleh
Those
buat.
two heroes are just gonna be
Wah lah,
problematic
Coach
for
Art
them.
nak kahwin lah
But let's see. Now we're heading on to the
Congrats,
batting
Coach
phase
Art.
now. You ban a hero again for King Kong if ever, or even for Kirk. Because I'm convinced that this is going to be a Keldra CC from basing on the games that we've seen so far.
Yeah. This is a big problem for Onic. I think this will come out to bite them after this game. If they ever lose, this limitation is going to expose them for the remainder of the games.
Yeah, and remember, whoever wins this game,
Yoshi second pick macam sakit ke sebab tak nampak jungler lagi.
Betul.
Okay, maybe
Ya, sekarang ban semua.
be match up with the Fredrin. It's still a decent answer.
Maybe ban Baxia sekali je kau. King Kong pun dia dah start nervous sikit.
That's I think TNT.
Assassin lain still ada macam Hanzo, Suyo.
The Baksha, so that it gets heavily countered by the user.
Kalau
And,
fighter,
the Lucian. So if you're Onic,
siap Leomod ke apa
this is
ke.
the time to bring out.
Apa jadi kalau CC alt enemy, time Carmilla pun alt ke enemy?
This is the time to showcase how
Good
wide
question.
King Kong's hero pool is.
I would
Suyo's still
assume-
there, but it's just a terrible choice for him to make, especially seeing these three heroes.
I would assume dia
think
lebih kepada
Lucas
share
will
damage.
also be a good,
Sebab dia punya ikatan tu is like a very special crowd control.
put it out there.
Weh, aku tak rasa dia akan cover semua orang. Aku rasa diorang still akan kena ikat.
Dive here onto the bands for
Tapi
Coach
damage tu
at
still
the max,
damage tu je yang akan share. Aku rasa lagi dua yang tak terikat tu aku rasa still boleh jalan.
That even if King Kong picks
Since now
up
the Yuzong player, can you give top 5
be having a
EXP?
hard time being
I think
sound.
EXP
Again,
is
love the
really
Yuzong
like
here for 3 more.
CC is priority, but other than
There's a
CC,
Phoebus possibility here for on
it's like
stage, by the
open.
way.
It's like open. Sebab EXP ni dia memang skill matchup.
I don't care about the Phobies, honestly.
Baxia untuk King Kong lawan Joy. Mana Sunfrost? Aku rasa dia dah lepak dah tu.
The man Grok instead of the Hylas. It should be an easy Hylas for TNT.
Kalau aku dia pun aku lepak je tu. Aku cakap apa benda tu gini.
Just go for a back
They
shot.
took the box shot! Oh my god! There's no hero left! There's no hero left for King Kong!
Now they go for that check.
Amon. Amon.
What do you take for King Kong? There's none left!
Amon.
Lucas, Suyo, Hellkurt, Heck, Amon!
They ate and left no crumbs.
Yeah!
Amon.
They cleaned up! They were like,
Baik, when it comes to the EXP, banyak je option yang okay. Dia lebih pada apa yang you comfortable. Sebab aku rasa dalam patch sekarang, Terizla pun you can make an argument to Terizla.
Service. On King Kong has no hero left. He's exposed. This guy's exposed.
Now they're contemplating. We have to show them some.
Akai. Lupa Akai.
Jungle. Ghost
That's a good pick.
there.
That's a good pick.
Midnight.
That's
a good pick.
That's a remedy. They still are able to pull off a combo between Arlott.
Single burst late game damage macam senang elak sebab ada Winter dengan Immortal. Apa pasal cameraman yang shake kat awet tu je ke tu awet atau geng sajat? Aku rasa tu bukan awet.
Let me see some Yuzong gold, because honestly, Phobius is open for 3 more.
Aku rasa macam bukan awet.
Counting on the Phobies for Onic, but you're right. It also
Betul lah
feels
tekan
odd
betul
to
tu
see
hai apa
Phobies
kau.
lined up.
Apa lagi PM ku Laphel bahan PH dengan aku dah.
Just go for it.
Sebab aku depan ni aku nak makan sisa aku tak cakap banyak ni.
Don't get an absolute trash here, honestly.
Let's see.
I like this pick.
Now
He counters 4 heroes in this lineup.
Now he's back. Out for redemption, out for revenge for his
Ya, aku suka
ex-org.
TNC punya draft.
Midnight with
Suka
the
TNC
way
punya
that the draft went.
Lagi Baxia kalau dia just
Two
dekat je
words
kat
to
sini
describe for
susah
each
Kimi nak
team.
keluar damage.
2 words?
I like TNC punya.
Wait.
Bukan awet. Aku
2
rasa
words for each team, right?
Yes, for each.
macam bukan awet.
Make it
Aku
3.
rasa.
Okay,
I could be wrong.
TNC, you should win.
Zaman sekarang ni susah nak
Okay,
judge.
that's three.
Onic, you should lose.
Oh my gosh. Is this a hot take? An epic take?
Yeah.
A mythic take?
No, after that draft, TNC should win. If they lose,
TNC counter draft ke?
deserves it, honestly.
But
Counter
let's
draft
see if that
ya.
will reflect on
Counter
their
draft
game
ya.
as
Dan
we
nombor
move
2
forward.
is
And let's head on
dorang
over to the
dapat
Ladder Dome with
choke
their casters.
enemy punya draft. Macam Umay Venus ke?
Honestly, wasn't in my bingo card for day 3 of the
But
playoffs.
more
Hack a king.
tegap.
TNC are deploying Hack a King in an effort to get them.
Counter
Ui, aku berharap tu dengan Onic PH ni, kalau dia boleh menang dengan double fighter jungle tank, itu satu harapan yang besar untuk kita main double fighter tanpa ada Isun slot.
Tapi tak tahulah. Aku rasa draft daripada TNC ni terlampau kuat tu.
In defense of a
Sebab tu Xbox seorang je.
Setuju?
Cair tu diorang. Sebab Zaida dia tak masuk cepat. Jadi King Kong dia pegang Lord, just bakar tambah dengan War X. Kira tak boleh tahan, Brusco tak boleh tahan, King Kong tak boleh tahan, Kirk tak boleh tahan.
That just makes all the movements more deliberate.
Kalau Onic boleh menang dengan draft ni kan.
Okay.
TNC sudahlah.
Yeah, for the first time, possibly in forever, we need to go back as far as older seasons of the MPL to check if King Kong has been
Itu trends budget kurang. Susah betul kalau nak Steam banyak geng sajak sekarang ni. Itulah. Tak apa, Steam tu boleh tapi jangan bagi tahu orang. Nak tengok emblem Arlet? Okay. Ya, aku naikkan. Aku naikkan item dulu Okay, aku up item. Okay, sekejap mana butang naikkan ni Okay, naik level dulu. Okay, jagi emblem jagi emblem. Xbox masih kena ikat ke time LTCC? Yes, kena ikat. Dah ni. Yuzong dah menang 1v1 dengan Arlet macam. Oi, pasu super freak. Oi.
Nearly got a kill there. It's a 0-2 for this
Macam ni guys.
So far it's been good.
Ke dah kena solo kill dengan Trimar.
Because you don't get to see any form of burst damage from Onyx lineup.
That's right.
Siapa nak burst Firaga armor tu?
Struggling to always have his Firaga armor in the beginning.
Kimi boleh lagi. Kimi boleh 50-50 lah. Kalau Arlot sikat Kimi second boleh lagi.
Okay. Sebab betul kan bila diorang cakap aku macam lah tak ada burst. Tapi kalau Kimi boleh dan Kimi boleh lah. Tapi dia tunjuk emblem tapi kau tutup. Oh ya ke? Aduh, nantilah. Trimar dengan Yeti
Cuma problem dia kalau Bagza tu tutup Kimi GG
Apa dia?
Kalau Bagza tu tutup Kimi GG
Ya betul tu. Lepas tu Joy kejar. Dah. Aku tak tahu tapi draft ni memang harapkan macam tu je lah. Harapkan combo macam tu je lah. Tak tahulah, korang rasa Onic boleh menang ke? Chat. Ayo. Trimar dah ada kill lagi dia ni. Why only MPLPH doesn't have a dominant team? MY ada SRG, Indo ada Onic. Sebab diorang tak konsisten doh PH ni. Diorang tak konsisten doh. Dengan tim-tim lain pun boleh kalah. Diorang ni tak konsisten doh. Teruk. Kalau kau rasa King Kong yang pick Xbox okay ke? Aku rasa not bad. Not great, but not bad. Sebab aku rasa dia susah lawan Joy. Actually nak tinggal balik dengan Joy tu mungkin problem. Dengan Xbox mungkin problem. So maybe tak. Dia tak ambil Xbox. Hot take, fighter gold lane is boring. I think boleh jadi fun, tapi bila kau main fighter macam MM, dia lah boring lah. Dia macam Malaysia, aku rasa fun sikit sebab dia banyak join fight dekat turtle. Jadi 5v5 jadi lagi awal. So adalah fun sikit. Banyaknya dash Arlet, dia selagi ada crowd control dia boleh dash. So Akai dia crowd control berterusan, dia boleh dash tanpa henti. Tapi Yuzong menolong Arlet kan, Arlet close range hero. Pada aku skill match up, so boleh je jadi Arlet boleh menang. Like advantage still dekat Yuzong, but kalau Yuzong poke lah. Sampai jadi juara MPLPH untuk champion, tak semestinya. Boleh jadi diorang punya tempat kedua pun menang. Sebab kadang-kadang champion bukan yang paling kuat, kadang-kadang tim kedua pun boleh jadi.
Didn't even get to use the Black Dragon form. Now Onic repositioned, going for the turtle.
Now with Trimar gone, there's no Black Dragon form, but that's a surprise. Final slash. Benny Cutie also throwing out those flames.
Benny dapat.
The turtle. How did that happen? It's Benny who secures the objective for TNC.
Without a retribution. I mean, Zyda helped for sure, but in the thick of things, it's that last insanity. Now in comes the Black Dragon form.
Oi, masuk juga Brusco. Why you doing Brusco? Oh, hampir dapat kill.
In an attempt to take this mid turret, but Trimar, that might have been a bit too dangerous.
He was short and Shaw, and he gets taken down by Fritz. The super fab clap back.
Kelra takes a turret down bottom as well, but Zyda clearly wants to trade as much as he can. Onyx starting to be a lot more aggressive now though, but does King Kong get the purple buff? What?
Rugi.
And Zyda got his!
All the purple go to the
Rugi.
Phoenix Army. Off camera, Kelra takes down Betty. That's just to the right of the current camera angle we have now. This is pandemonium. This is mayhem. Game 3. This is a long shot from what MPL Philippines looks like on the daily.
Still a bit more closer than we thought though. Crimson Beacon. It's less than 1,000 gold lead, but Brusco, Lantern player stacks coming in.
Terpaksa revitalize.
Was already
King Kong
used.
ni Kong. Kenapa tak ambil je Link? Link kena ban.
Because of Lancy and 3mar in mid.
Link kena ban.
If 3mar stayed a little closer to
Kenapa dua fighter jadi meta season ni? Adakah meta ni continue sampai M7? Maybe continue. Tapi aku rasa banyak akan pakai marksman.
Onic able to recover just a little bit. Truth be told, they're doing so much better than we expected given that they've taken down.
Page pakai meta double fighter ni sebab nak lajukan apa rotation. Tapi kalau rotation kekal slow, aku rasa team lain berani je pakai MM.
Favorable hero doesn't mean the rest of the team can't pivot.
Lain gila gameplay Onic kalau tak ada assassin, iya doh. Diorang memang harapkan King Kong untuk sub-sub gerak sini sana ni.
And sync up just yet. They haven't, yeah.
The kind of lineup that they have doesn't need to sync up. Like, it's a fighter lineup. So everything has to happen all together. Black Dragon form, starts it up, turns out a quarter of his health.
But I guess it can't be too messy either. But Benny Cutie, oh no, Zaida really takes this objective. Everybody's just pulled back in. Benny Cutie takes down Brusco. Last Insanity already committed.
Tak cukup damage doang ni. Harapkan Kera je. Kera pula sekarang tak ada vengeance. So sekarang Gen Z diorang boleh ambil turret for free ni sepatutnya. Soalnya diorang nak ambil turret mana?
Line heavy lineup. TNT, they love that. Benny Cutie welcomes that all day, any day. Specifically today, on Friday, he might actually get the match point against Onic first. They're up now 2K.
But it's not like they could choose not to just.
Personal opinion, Brigida punya insight in game is good, but the way she cast for me is meh. I can respect that. I can respect that.
Maybe you could say the same from Kelra, but.
Macam mana nak vote talent? Dah buka tak boleh vote tu? Oh, ya ke? Sama ada website tengah problem ataupun dah tutup ke? Tapi sepatutnya just pergi MPLMY. Mana-mana yang ada vote situ, just tekan vote situ je. Sepatutnya. Datang mid lane underrated gila. I haven't tried, so tak boleh ni nak cakap. Advantage fighter gold lane ialah team tak payah nak jaga backline sangat. And then team fight masa-masa boleh jaga dia except mid lane. Ya betul, betul Casper. Jushin tu senang sangat nak main ni. Jushin senang, Xbox senang. Yuzong in a way pun senang. Semua senang.
I'm not so sure if Athena or Midnight talked about this, but this is weird. We were so honed in on that Akai pick that we never considered is Onic doing the right kind of damage.
Tak, sampai Super Friends nak tak nak kena pakai Sky Piercer tu. Dah tak ada damage dah.
Who could have dealt much more damage than this.
Boleh jadi ke M7 ada patch baru. Boleh ada patch. Macam ni pun Layla kena buff baru ni. Dia boleh jadi patch tapi aku tak sure. Tapi dia bukan patch yang besar lah.
Ini Onic keluar. Onic kalah aku rasa.
Aku berasa. Jump TNC gigi gila tu.
To go Prince hunting and just stop him from firing back like it's that.
Belum supposed to meta ke Vel? Dekat rank okey je. Dekat rank okey. Tapi bila professional play diorang nak gaduh je. Kadang-kadang roam support dia nak jaga diri pun tak boleh. Macam bayangkan kalau kau lawan dengan TNC ada Yuzong, ada Joy, ada Xbox. Nak main hero heal susah.
So many ways for TNC to deal with Onyx's main damage. And right now, every single one of them
Tony Benny just post tag je.
Onic if they want to. Brusco couldn't even come close. Zaida takes the
Nak buat apa tu? Benny bakar je.
But could they get more? Because this is last insanity from Benny Cutie.
Tengok. Game easy tu untuk Xbox.
Aku shock Mplph sebenarnya. TNC tadi first game dia orang tengok PL pace dengan Aurora. Lepas tu dia macam, "Weh, kita kena kalah dulu tu. Baru boleh comeback." Game tadi kalah awal menang tu.
Bagi gempak
Alright, I think he knows, he understands the way that we see this picture.
Tapi macam mana ni drop game ni tu?
I have to somehow stop.
First place CC tu dah okey. Ambil Kimi pun okey.
And he came from that way.
Tapi tak ambil jungle terus.
Gatot pun okey. Akai pun okey. Tapi kenapa tak marksman je? Kenapa tak nak marksman je doh?
Itulah bila nampak damage dah tak ada tu, kau dah tahu kau akan ambil Akai. Pick Yahir diorang ambil Akai dengan Arlit. Takkan kau tak boleh main CC? Pakai je lah CC XP.
Boleh lah dekat apa? Iris dok dia main CC.
I think even casters, we've been talking about maybe flying clouds favoring those who are on the defense a bit more.
Why am I stuck in Prosin? Entah aku tak main jungle, so aku tak boleh cakap sangat. Akai yang double fighter, MY team will get crucified for that draft. Maksudnya kena kecam lah kan? Ya tu. Kalau tim Malaysia draft macam Onic ni, confirm kena kecam.
Kau nak tahu tak siapa yang draft macam ni? Satu tim je yang draft. The one and only GX. Dia draft macam ni. Bagzia and double fighter.
Betul.
Lepas tu kena kecam kau. Rupa-rupanya GMX level dengan Onic.
Siut lah. GMX sama level dengan Onic Boleh dah, kita dah boleh pujuk Jaja, boleh pujuk Maima cakap korang punya draft ni sebenarnya Onic yang pakai. Orang lain je tak nampak. Tak apa Onic tengok game MPLMY, tengok GMX macam ni bully ni sebenarnya. Bully ni.
Kau tanya Onic doh macam mana dia nak bawa draft ni, apa yang buatkan dia. Nanti kalau dijawab sebab dekat scrim jadi, aku nak tengok scrim dia lawan siapa.
Aduh, tu yang paling susah tu. Dia susah sebab kita tak tengok scrim dorang. Kan?
Betul. Kita tak tengok game dorang. Tapi aku selalu Laphel, kalau orang jawab macam tu kan, lepas aku dah nanti backstage aku datang ke tu suruh tunjuk history. Lepas tu diorang tunjuk kan, mengecewakan kan. Maksud aku opponent
tak menang.
Opponentnya tak.
Oh, faham. Bukan tier 1 lah.
Bukan. So macam memanglah bagus.
Maksudnya diorang lawan dengan tim yang mekanik pun dah cukup dah menang lah.
Betul.
Ni siapa dah pecahkan armor Xbox tu, itulah. Super Prince boleh, tapi kalau dia pun asyik kena kejar, nak buat macam mana tu?
Susah dah. Pecah pun kau tengok sakit lagi tu duk. Tak boleh tegur tu, korang cakap dia terus pecah. Problem sekarang bukan masalah nak pecah tak pecah. Kalau dah pecah pun, diorang tak boleh tadah juga tu. Diorang tak boleh elak pun. Nak elak kena bakar pun tak boleh.
Banyaknya minyak kat bawah tu kepala otak dia. Okay, at least kita boleh cover lagi. Okay, Benny nyawa dah penuh. Oi,
gatot.
Okay, nice final slash. The fact that tahan macam ni impressive juga Onic.
Tapi bagi aku kan, draft kanan ni best do flying cloud. Lagi-lagi Xbox Golden kan, flying cloud sumpah best doh. Sebab pecah macam kat laning, pecah Viraga, recall, naik flying cloud balik, datang lagi.
Yang ni okey ke untuk Kirk buat Domi?
Kirk buat Domi? Okey je. Okey sikit lah. Kenapa bagi aku okey? Sebab Kimi ni kena tutup tu.
Betul juga. Kimi banyak. Dia tak banyak mati tapi dia banyak kena lari.
Betul.
It's all about mentality. Onic PH screen sama GMX. Tanjak berboy. Rasanya kalau Argus, Zilong atau Aulus gold lane, kira viable ke bos? Aku rasa Aulus aku risau sebab dia ambil masa lama sangat. Zilong pun aku rasa ambil masa lama sangat. Argus aku tak sure. Antara tiga tu, aku willing nak try Argus lah. Lagi dua aku risau dah sangat.
TNC have to be very particular about how they approach the next fight.
The only reason there is no successful M series title defense because defending champs tak pergi pun. Yeah.
Skypiercer stack take, but he started
Which
hurt.
is kind of good.
I think it was Friends who actually
Kind of good
started
untuk
that
tunjuk
fight.
betapa susahnya
Used
nak
the
masuk
traction
M7 ni
pulse,
pun.
so Lansing had to use his
Champion nak
speed.
kekal champion susah.
That's only when Chakno just
Kecuali SRG.
kept running.
Actually tak pun,
towards
SRG MSC pun tak menang tempat kedua.
decided to sacrifice himself because of maybe again the
MSC lah yang paling rasa macam title defense and dorang tak berjaya.
Is about 1,500 goals worth of nothing. King Kong struggling to keep his own purple, and they will. Fractured pulse thrown out. TNC scramble. So this is what TNC is doing. They're just keeping Onic busy, so the map belongs to them up until the Lord spawns.
Yeah.
Okay, jadi kita tunggu Flying Cloud daripada King Kong.
So
Lepas tu dia tolak semua orang masuk dalam.
that they have no choice but to group up and just fight TNC head on.
Streamer Yuzon is actually pretty bad, bro. Oh ya ke?
There's no right
Awal dah okay dah.
sequence to doing things.
I think there is one universal truth for Onic. Deny Benny Cutie the last insanity. That was the key to that whole fight post-Lord about 4 minutes ago. Like, that was the only reason why Onic is still alive, because they started to whittle down Benny's Firaga armor first. And they popped his immortality. That's another one. Right now,
MSC
Benny has
buat orang trauma dengan glue je tu.
so effectively only has 2 life bars. Not
Selamat sekarang dah tak dorang pakai glue dah.
Have the immortality right now. So
Level competitive kat PH dengan MY jauh beza sangat, Bel. Game ni Onic nak menang, kena berharap Chakno jadi JP. Faham?
Armor out, but he still has it and his immortality came back just in time.
right, and Kirk used the final slash, displacing the wrong target. Chakno happy to be of service as TNC go back to the dance.
Time's up. Now those four.
Kau tak rasa macam Monton patutnya bagi buff sikit dia Flying Cloud ni? Macam kalau dia buff sikit kan, best gak tu. Macam tambahkan macam certain things masih lagi boleh guna Flying Cloud. Contoh yang paling aku rasa nerf lah dah buff yang kecil tapi very good lah, which is timer untuk naik apa, cooldown untuk naik awan tu cepat sikit. Bukan cooldown macam dah guna lepas tu guna sekali. Macam cooldown after fight tu. Sebab dia dah recall pun kan kadang, contoh kau baru lepas fight kan, ataupun kau baru lepas lot, lepas tu kau recall, kau nak naik terus tak boleh tu. Kau kena tunggu lagi.
Oh, faham.
Itu kena buff sikit.
Aku tak banyak tu main game cloud, jadi aku macam tak perasan sangat lah. And bila aku main dekat game cloud tu pun, sama ada aku bantai-bantai teruk sangat tak pernah pakai, tak apa aku kena bantai teruk sangat, aku tak boleh pakai. Tapi aku rasa boleh ke nak buff. Aku cuma tak tahu mana buff yang buat still fair lah, tak macam rosak sangat.
Kalau flying cloud tu boleh masuk TP Loyi, gila sangat.
Pada aku tak gila sangat. Lagi sebab kalau dia dengan Louis je senang ban lah.
It's just King Kong and Kelra Laphel.
You were looking for the stacks
Nak
and
end
now
terus ke?
he
Boleh
got
ke?
2 kills.
Kelra dengan King Kong je.
TNC, they want to
King Kong
take
tak
down
dua
the base turrets. We're 19 minutes in and they might just go straight.
Ya, macam mana game ni boleh sampai 19 minit tu?
Ya, game senang macam ni tu. Someone tolong ajar PH macam dia nak end awal tu. Penat tu caster diorang.
Ya tu. Zaida dah buat rutin dia suka main long lane. Xbox last pick ke? Yes, Xbox last pick. And semua jungle kena ban. King Kong tak ada hero lagi nak pakai.
Tapi kenapa dia orang tak ban tu? Xbox tu is very obvious tu.
Aku dah tak ingat dia orang ban apa tadi ya. Aku dah tak ingat.
Dah lah first game dah pakai dah buat Xbox tu.
TNC Pro Team really want to stay. They're on a match point. The Phoenix Army is going wild.
Jangan komen guys. Yang tu jangan komen.
Another great match versus
Aku rasa aku tahu dia Sunfrost.
Philippines.
break dia lama sangat, dia terlupa.
Being able to outdraft them during the draft and even through our execution.
Apa je boleh lakukan?
What a play here for TNC Pro Team, and now
Apa yang merosakkan mataku? Jangan komen guys. Just
now
buat
we
apa?
finally see the true dragon form from here.
Yang aku tengok apa dia punya bang.
Again, TNC knowing the draft playing
Attack growth kot fan.
Daripada 8.5 jadi 10.
Bukan 12 eh?
Dia dah tukar.
Kalau 12 hari tu rosak sangat je kalau 12.
Nathan dengan Irritail cancel. Tamus adjust lain sedikit, Bane sama. Bane punya nerf sama.
Nathan dengan Irritail cancel no?
Cancel nerf.
Nasib baik okey lah tu sebab Nathan baru nampak harapan-harapan tau.
Irritail pun aku rasa tak perlu nerf sebenarnya. Aku rasa Irritail taklah kuat sekarang.
Betul.
Paling-paling pun situational pick.
Bane tu sebenarnya kena nerf dia punya damage tu memang lah, tapi dia punya healing after daripada second skill tu healing dia dah macam ada healer tu.
Terkomen lah pula. Tu laki.
Tapi aku tak boleh salahkan kau punya viewer daripada tengok kamera tu kat situ je.
Ya. Aku diam je. Aku macam aku tak nak kena clip, aku diam. Tak nak kena clip, aku diam. Yang aku tengok dia dah patch ke? Oh, dah patch lah Sunfrost. Layla dah kena buff, Bane dah kena nerf, Tamus pun dah kena buff. Dah patch dah guys, hari ni patch.
Alah, tapi Layla ingatkan daripada 8G12, 8G10 tak ada ngaruh sangat. Tapi tetaplah ngaruh asal dia nak cakap yang Layla sekarang late game tak sakit gila. Sakit bongok, tambah buff lagi.
Apa lagi? Kita kena try lah, tengok menjadi ke tak.
Ya dok, kita kena try dok.
Mana tahu dia punya naik ni jadikan early game pun kuat. Mana tahu.
Attack growth mana ngaruh early game.
Yalah, tapi dia kan growth setiap level. Mana tahu
minimum
jangan 8, 16, 24. Itu kalau level 3. So sekarang 10, 30. 30 naik by level 3 pun macam boleh tahan tak? Tak apalah kalau kita tak nak try, contact Litara je lah.
Contact Litara.
Tanya rasa beza ke tak?
The Arlet in the middle lane. And the Arlet died to the burn and the Sky Piercer.
Masalahnya buff nerf ni diorang rujuk rank game sebanyakannya tu tak rujuk sangat. Kau nak tahu kenapa Sunfrost Irritail kena nerf? Yang macam awal-awal nak kena nerf.
Sebab apa?
Yang aku kas kat Mekong hari tu, Irritail prio pick tu.
Dah kenapa saya Irritail prio pick?
Ya, Irritail prio pick. Tapi tiba-tiba time play off, team top 2 langsung tak ambil Irritail. Tapi tim lain semua ambil Irritail tapi kalah.
Kenapa Irritail siap? Lambat tu.
Sebab tu aku cakap diorang punya meta ada lain sikit.
Against Onic Philippines, and that is to target King Kong's hero pool.
It's Hacker King as Leo has mentioned.
Apa ni? What's the best trio mid comp this season? Mid ambil Lunox ataupun Kimi. Kimi lagi senang.
He had a decent game on the Akai. He was able to like find
Ron honestly tengok keadaan. Could be Grok, could be Cho,
they couldn't do much against
could be high loss.
Side didn't do much.
Really depend kau punya roamer pandai macam ni. Tapi preferably tank lah. Preferably tank. And then kau punya jungler Decision or Lancelot. And then dah okay lah. Decision better lah. Nah, ke belakang ni Lancelot macam lagi kuat.
Final slash as much as you want on the Baksha, but the problem is there's the X-Borg zoning the other members.
The other options kalau option tu tak ada is Selena plus 1. Selena plus roam yang boleh stun sikit. Tu pun mid. Itu mid duo dah kuat dah.
Tapi aku sangat berharap yang ada Roger tu. Sebenarnya patutnya dia letak option yang ketiga Isun dan slot Roger tu. Patutnya buff sikit lah Roger bagi boleh masuk jungle tu.
Jujur aku cakap aku tak tahu kenapa Roger tak meta. Aku tak try so aku tak tahu.
Especially coming from the Phoenix.
Bagi aku sebab Endless tu kena nerf lah. Tu teruk sangat lah. Roger tak ada option, kau tahu tak? Macam hero lain ada option lagi lah, Endless tak ada. Roger ada option tu, nak kena win talker, War X, Endless tu berat tu nak. Tak ada damage tu buat. Sebab win talker je dah tak berdamage sangat. Lepas tu Endless lagi. Mengharapkan War X je. Kalau dia boleh buat Hunter, War X macam dan selalu Disunsin baru jadi tu.
Kalau enemy ada link, Kimi is done. Sepatutnya kalau tim kita ada Kimi, tim sebelah ada link, sepatutnya lah Kimi tu tak ada apa, link tu tak boleh farm. Sepatutnya lah. Sepatutnya. Roger farming slow walaupun dah ada win talker. Ya, tu pun problem juga. Cuma nak rely War X terlalu weak. Apa ni Zoro? Jom rank sebelum aku fly. Kita orang dah meeting. Dah berkau epic lagi ya?
If it works, right? For TNC Pro Team. What a game, what a draft.
Hero lain semua dah dapat satu item, dah boleh bantai-bantai. Betul? Sekarang ni banyak hero satu item dah boleh bantai-bantai dah. Betul-betul.
Any single death didn't come from him here from the side of TNC.
Antara lagi satu sebab kenapa kita dah tak nampak banyak sangat marksman.
So far for this whole
nak kena tunggu. Sekarang ni aku sampai rasa 3 item pun tak cukup lah untuk marksman. Aku rasa kena ada 4. Nak kena ada item penetration sekali.
Ya, nak kena ada Mplph dulu je.
I wanna say this. Streamar was having a fantastic time for the first 2 minutes. He had a kill against the Arlet, but Kirk still showed up. Like he was still playing okay as the Arlet.
Kelakar kan tengok head to head 2-3-4 lawan 4-4-4.
Betul.
Kenapa pemilihan yang ni Dah lah semua one sided pergi kat Streamar.
Tak, masalahnya tengok agak dekat ya, speed pun lebih kurang, kill partition okey lah, tapi roughly the same je. Epic lagi lama tak sentuh. Aku rasa boleh tapi kena full. Kalau full berapa game lah? 5 game ke apa? Dia macam boleh queue sekali lah. Orang sampai lupa Innocent famous dulu sampai dapat baju sebab Roger. Have you tried Cyclops to counter this fighter meta? Ada try. Dekat Mplph pun ada try. Is too slow.
He was forced.
Melainkan enemy asyik bagi free kill, memang susah.
It's like showing out on the
Kirk weak link a little bit.
Knife, right? Yeah. That's how it felt here for Kirk. But looking at their
Tapi you can also argue King Kong weak link in the sense of dia like the obvious win condition. And then kalau you boleh tutup win condition tu, then that's kind of a weak link jugalah. Sama macam Vamos. Sebab diorang kuat is si siapa nama? Is Chibi. Kalau kau boleh tutup Chibi, satu tim mungkin hancur. Itu yang buat tim macam SRG susah sikit. Kalau kau target Skies, ada orang lain boleh gendong. Kau tutup. Cuma itulah, kalau kau tutup Cram macam susah untuk yang lain nak gendong.
You stay blue for the sole purpose of you get King Kong's hero first phase. That's a golden rule that they've learned from Season 15 and throughout the regular season of Season 16.
That's a hard truth.
You do this Fanny, Haya, Yi Shin ban, you leave Yuzong open as well to a team that plays Yuzong. You get results like this. This draft is absurd, honestly, for TNC. And props again to the coaching staff for finding this. This was a steak, a medium rare steak served.
Gila kat diorang sampai ban link tadi
Betul-betul tak nak King Kong dapat apa-apa hero.
With a mashed potato inside.
Tu sampai aku fikir mungkin dia pakai Amon kot.
Honestly kan, aku rasa kalau tahap macam tu kan, Karina pun possible tu. Daripada main link, Karina is better.
Oh, that's my favorite dessert by the way. But anyway though, the dessert will be
Julian ke?
Julian ke?
This lower bracket match for TNC Pro Team.
Don't tell me this is how.
Dah ada yang lain tu strong kot. Gatot, Cici, Kimi kot.
Ya.
Lepas tu main dia thing is yang paling penting kena ada marksman tu je. Kalau marksman tu main Cici EXP boleh lagi duk Onic.
Nak kata tak pergi late game, dah berapa kali dah? 19 minit, 20 minit.
Gitu.
Hello Daksul. Apa ni, watching you guys punya insight 1 November nak bantai-bantai tournament fakulti. Pergi. Kalau boleh bantai bos.
Introduce yourself to the world.
Masalahnya macam mana dia nak tutup Cram? So dia lawan Sanford.
You want to defend your throne. You want to defend your
Dia saja
crown.
kalau Cram dominate team PH pun tak boleh menang tu.
You have to defend your spot first before taking a step.
Tutup sketch ada Innocent, tutup Innocent ada Cram, TNC win,
There's a
dan Onic
TNC pro
Saber
team
Mumbazin. Aku fikir Saber
ready
kat.
to block you in any
Asal Saber diorang kat depan. Aduh. Asal diorang tak pick Angela. Angela dekat ID je doh yang okey. Tempat lain, semua tempat lain tak minat dia pakai Angela. Sebab itu kita ada meeting tau antara semua region, tanya meta masing-masing. Indo cakap, oi, Angela prior gila kat tempat kita orang. And then orang lain semua cakap macam, kita orang kurang sikit. Oh, kita orang pun tak pakai. Oh, kita orang pun tak pakai. Kita orang try tapi tak menjadi. Nana counter double fighter.
Let's also consider Hito. I don't want to forget about Hito. Hito.
Tengok sikit seru Nana tu hadap Chow Bolin sana.
Acknowledge him.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah, and that was a very masterful draft. And of course, props to Lancy for showing us better development.
Yes.
Even though people tend to say that you only always use the Lunox so far here on all the games that you played. But for a Jushin pick, now we're talking, and
You
now
like?
we love it. Now we love it.
Yeah, for the Lancy doubters out there, you gotta type I like, because they just won, just beat Onic with the Zushin. But that's the main concern though. Like next game, if those get taken out, we might be forced to switch back and forth again. Maybe choose a different hero for Lancy.
But let's see of who will have the chance to pick off their sides with what happened on to game number 3.
Should be TNC,
Blue,
right?
red, blue.
Yeah, should be TNC.
Should be TNC on the blue side, if ever. But so far, we've seen numerous
Dari mana bagus
chances
Jushin
well
atau Valley?
here
Aku
for the
fikir Valley.
Phoenix Army, and of course, for the Sonics out there.
Joy Patch
But
baru
we have
okey
a
lagi
quick
tak?
update
Tak ada
before we
tak ada
head on
buff,
other
tak ada
game
nerf dan
number
sebagainya.
4. Let's all watch this video from Mplph.
Kalau TNC layak ke M7, first time kan diorang masuk? Yes, first time. Stress pun tengok dari petang tadi.
Welcome back to Super Fancy.
Kalau meeting tu untuk share knowledge ke macam mana?
And for today, we will explore.
So macam untuk Southeast Asia, kita punya meta lebih kurang. So kita bagi tahu apa negara luar macam Latam, EECA, MENA, macam mana meta kat sini. Tapi jujur cakap, semua meta lebih kurang sama je. Lebih kurang sama. Kaya nanti fikir macam mana TLID boleh sweep SRG. Aku rasa just time tu meta sesuai untuk diorang lah. Tak ada lawan Valentina Zain Sempoy betul lah. Lama tak nampak Zaz. Lama tak nampak. Aku dah lupa dah.
And then we also have DIY backpack na kung saan you just have to join our KOC
Nice, got Romney match too.
program at makakuha ka ng libreng backpack. And then at the end of it all, meron kaming raffle na kung saan once you posted our UTCs, pwede ka sumali sa aming raffle and pwede kang manalo ng Infinix exclusive merchant and also a GT30 phone.
Wow, napakarami pala naghihintay dito sa Infinix GT30 Hub. Maraming salamat, Sir Mido. Pwede ba ako mag-explore dito sa inyong hub?
Pwede. Feel free to explore.
So maraming freebies, kaya alam nyo na, kasama nyo ako lagi sa mga ganito. And first of all, puntahan natin tong bag bag na customized wherein we can style our own. Meron mga letters, meron dito mga characters.
Aku tak sure kenapa orang suka sangat dengan Jushin.
Elements na napaka-cute. So now,
Aku suka sebab skin baru dia ni. Skin baru dia ni, lawan nak mampus. MBS angkat kat orang. And kau susah nak mati. Asal MPSG masih boleh ada slot 4 team je main. Oh, MPSG 4 team je main. Asal MPH punya break lama nak mam. Soalan yang bagus tu. Ada tak carnival macam ni dekat playoff nanti? Macam but not as big lah aku rasa. Aku rasa diorang akan ada je like some activities tapi maybe like not this scale. Sebab aku dah pergi PH, aku dah pergi ID and scale dia memang jauh lebih besar. Sebab yang ni specifically aku rasa Infinix punya booth. So Cellcom DG dengan Infinix kalau diorang nak booth yang gempak, kalau Grab nak buat booth yang gempak dan okay dah ni MPLID punya break, ya Allah ya, MPLID lagi teruk.
ginawa nila
Tak, aku tengok MPLID punya
regular
sidak. Aku tahu.
season
Aku tahu.
to the playoffs.
Aku tahu.
At ngayon, naghihintay na ang The Beast sa mananalo between Auroras and Kabarangay.
Kaya boleh ke jadi pro kalau main solo rank je? Dia boleh. Tapi kalau kau nak di-recruit, kau kena join tournament. Sebab kalau kau setakat main rank, melainkan kau top global mana-mana, susah untuk orang recruit.
Very exciting prizes and
Tu je.
merch awaits you when you visit our MPL Super Fancy.
Lastnya whether dekat PH, ID sama dengan MY ke? Roughly the same. Cuma geographically position Malaysia berbanding dengan Indonesia dengan Filipina. Macam kalau korang tengok natural disasters macam storms, puting beliung dan sebagainya, akan kena kat PH atau ID dulu baru kena kat Malaysia. Malaysia macam dijagalah. Malaysia ni macam mid, PH dengan ID ni macam Roma lah. Dia tahan kan. MPL punya playoff nanti sila tak.
Let's see.
Paling-paling sila sikit bila time nak dekat maghrib.
We're too
Tu je lah.
focused on King Kong that we also
Sorry,
have to
MPLSG ada
consider
6
that
team.
Maybe now they will have the chance to actually let just one hero here for King Kong to pass through with the help of the red side here for Onic Philippines. If ever. Because they're going to be on the first 2 picks.
We'll see.
Let's all check that out as we move on forward and get to know our game. And let's see on what our map will be moving forward here on to our game number 4.
Honestly, I don't care about the map anymore. I just don't want to see a higher band. I don't want to see a higher
Selamat
band.
ni.
I don't want to see a
Nak start dah.
Lancelot band on any side.
PH dengan ID pin untuk kita betul. And yeah, again Afiq, it's like aku faham yang kau cakap macam tak adil, tapi sebab Singapore antara OG kan, antara OG MPL aku macam okay lah, still respect. Still respect.
God, thank you, Lord.
And
the Lord in the game also help, of course.
Yep.
And now
Muntan daripada China, and China pun suka pergi Singapore. So there's also that like political punya ni lah. But mostly untuk aku sebab Singapore OG tu.
Yeah, you go ban lands. If you're Onic, you ban lands. If you're Onic, you ban lands. If TNC takes Hayabusa or any other else, you can just go back to Yizun Shin, Gacha.
Please dok, dia bagi 2 kali venue M series. Lepas tu nak buang di Samtu. Ya.
Diorang ban Hilda.
Singapore dah bagi venue waktu orang semua tak bagi venue.
Betul.
Kan
During M2 and M3.
that King Kong wouldn't be boxed out.
I think if you're TNC, you take the Lance. Zaida's been really good at the Lance a lot. And Onic, the sole reason why you remove Hilda is so that you can flex your jungle and also remove the flex factor coming out from TNC. So this is good for both sides. TNC, again, Lancelot is very good. And the response would be the Yusachin Gatot for Onic.
Bottom line, just take the Lance.
Just take the Lancelot.
For TNC Pro Team. So Onic Philippines will still have the option to get the Yusachin. And then they are willing to let go with the Yusachin. And now even the Arlet here, if ever Kirk will prioritize that.
Gatot. There you go.
Okay.
So if you're TNT, you go Lunox.
Is this the Lunox?
I think Lunox Alice works here, honestly. Give me Alice. Just give me an Alice, honestly.
Yeah.
They shouldn't let go of that, you're right.
Yeah.
Because there's still a possibility for it to be picked off here for Kirk. Although the Uranus is actually still open here for Onic Philippines. But on this very nail-biting round, you would want more firepower here for a TNC Pro Team. Lancy, just get the Lunox.
Yeah, just get a Lunox. You don't need to flex anything
Diablo dah
else.
retire ke? I don't know.
Okay, we forgot this one and Alice.
Wih gila tak dia maksa dapat release tu juga
Tapi aku rasa okay.
Everywhere.
Tapi dia nak substitute apa? Combo Gatot Alice tu dengan Khalid Alice
Now for Onic PH.
Cuma mid dia susah sikit lah ni.
I think they're going to pick off a super friends hero here.
You need a mobility hero. I think Valentina's okay.
Nanti Eve apa?
Selena, not too bad. I mean, it's kind of bad, but
Selena will have a hard time actually, even if he manages to land those arrows.
Tapi worth it lah. Itu very good combo tu.
Just brush it off.
Pasal Diablo sejak aku tengok mak dia sakit atau meninggal, dia memang like very off. Very off.
They will get it.
Alright.
Off gameplay bukan macam memang tak aktif pun ke?
Dia macam mula gameplay tapi lama macam nampak dia berubah sikit lah, macam tak apa, lebih introvert gitu.
Kinda tricky here.
Lagi satu mungkin bila yelah mak sakit atau mak tak ada, nak kena cari kerja yang duit lagi stable kan.
So nak kena wake.
Aku tak sure dia ada ke tak, tu je lah.
Viable option here to show, but I haven't seen him yet.
I think you go traditional marksman here for Kelra. You can't go fighter. Alice is just gonna
Alice
enjoy.
and Khalid,
Orang ada track record yang buruk kat international. I know. I think Menton should consider having major turnies kat Cambodia more often.
TNC, call me crazy.
Untuk Malaysia aku just nak event dekat Sabah atau Sarawak. Sebab buat kat sana pun best tu.
If they find the Navaria on blue 4-5, that could work.
We've seen a successful Navaria so far here on our play.
Aku rasa even do international dekat Sabah and Sarawak is very good.
Very good. Crowd orang gila tu.
I think
Yeah.
should be the next band here for TNC, honestly.
Options for Kirk as well. Let's discuss that one.
Kat sini ada daripada Sabah Sarawak ke?
That's the best one.
Is the
Tu coaching staff TNC Hito ke? Yes.
Laphel will be banned out.
Even if you take
Aku custom menciki je pel kat situ apa. Crowd dia macam orang gila baik.
like displacements. They have a lot of
Aku pergi time 8th anniversary.
So if you use Final Slash and these guys
Dia punya crowd sampai mall complain.
Alice is gonna be like, hey, I can flicker on you.
Ya, yang tu je aku tengok memang tak logik lah. Tapi waktu aku pergi tournament cici tu aku rasa macam dah macam MPL lah orang.
And featuring Chow as well here.
Aku macam kalau boleh kan bandingkan, aku rasa macam
bandingkan
nak, aku macam nak bandingkan MPLID punya cameraman dengan MPLPH punya cameraman. Ada perbezaan sedikit je.
Representing the Phoenix Army.
Yes.
Now we're talking. Things are getting more interesting here.
Tak apa yang digalakkan sangat sih. Macam dah tak ada dalam ratus-ratus yang tak ada manusia lain lah.
Tak lah, diorang kat sana very positif pasal benda tu macam. Tapi nanti kena main atas pokok. Alamak.
Alamak, boleh ada tu.
Buat international kat Sabah main kat atas pokok. Iyalah. Aku berapa ya Sabah besar kat venue dorang from Brunei. Tapi nanti lepas datang Sarawak memang aku sanggup cuti tak apa ganji jumpa kau. Tak lah. Aku tak pernah pergi Sarawak lagi. I would like to. Brunei tak ada MPL ke? Dorang ada player I think tapi tak ada MPL.
Kau nak tahu cerita paling gila aku dekat sana kan. Aku jumpa dengan orang bapa ni, dia tak kenal aku. Tapi anak dia 2 orang ajak ambil gambar aku. Lepas tu kata, oh anak saya 2 orang memang minat sangat ML. Saya sampai belikan TV supaya 2 orang tengok MPL kat dalam bilik 2 orang daripada sibuk kacau saya tengok TV dekat luar. Aku cakap, benda siap.
Lain macam flex dia.
Ya, lain macam flex dia.
Aku kalau bapak aku macam tu, aku tak komplain tu. Saya belikan dia PS supaya dia tak kacau saya bila saya tengah tengok berita. Okay.
Switching up. Valentina for Lancy. Now we're talking. Now they won't lack onto the crowd controls. They have the firepower.
Oh no.
They have the setup. Onic Philippines is
Nathan,
this a flex show?
No, Kelra, you don't go Nathan. This is so greedy. You have a YSS, the niche protection. You don't go Nathan.
We see some reaction. We hear some reactions, of course, across the other broadcasts.
No, you go something
Aku rasa
else.
Beatrice okay lagi.
You go something else.
Ada
You go
Cho.
Lunox Gold, I believe. You take a different mid. No!
He locks it in. It's going to be Nathan Gold Lane.
Aku tak rasa Nathan tu boleh burst Alice tu.
Is this the hero that
Kau rasa boleh Pel?
Tak, lagi satu dia ambil masa yang betul juga. Kalau ambil Nathan, dia tak boleh nak jaga orang lain. Adalah dia punya second skill tu, tapi
especially onto that last pick for Onic.
Aku risau lebih pada ni. Si siapa?
Is equal.
Khalid.
But TNC dominates early to
At least tu boleh kau team, tapi Khalid tu aku
is greedy as hell. They need all the farm that they can get, but how could you against Alice, Khalid and Esmeralda?
But let's see.
Aku cakap at least tu boleh kau team sebab Trimar tu macam tak buat aku rasa shock tau. Tak buat aku rasa shock.
Betul. Apa pun minta kak.
Sebab tu macam hero-nya okey, tapi pilotnya macam kurang. Nata hero scaling, kalau kalah lane habis, betul. Sedap Valen ni, banyak yang pilih okey. Dia punya flex tu macam nak bagi Sunfrost lagi satu TV. Mungkin lah. Kalau Sunfrost buat lama sikit lagi, mungkin dapat.
Dia siap cakap macam ni, Pel. Dia siap cakap, kamu tahu yang berapa inci tu, yang besar. Dia cakap besar. Sebagai ya.
Ui, flex betul
Ya, dia.
Kat sini ada bapak-bapak macam tu ke? Yang jenis nak bagi tahu kamu tahu kan yang 40 inci tu? Itu saya beli untuk anak je tau.
Macam tu ada cakap tu. Tapi supportive lah dia cakap tu kan macam.
I'm feeling a mixture of accepting the fact that there has to be some change while also still banking on comfort.
At least so far yang aku boleh cakap, ML ni yang buat tak sihat just toxic dekat all chat je lah.
Betul.
Dengan apa taunting MAL. Tapi selain itu macam okay lah. It's like aku rasa kat mission ni ada banyak lagi problem dengan anak-anak muda.
Terus masuk topik baru taunting.
He's played this already in the playoffs, and we've seen how he can build in full damage. I think TNC have to watch their steps here. They can't overheat.
Sengaja Pel. Itu play aku Pel. Sebelum ni tak ada legend. Kau tahu aku pernah hampir kena DQ tournament sebab dia taunting. Lepas tu
dia taunting macam mana? Taunting in game ke apa? Out game.
Dia dapat depan muka opponent tu.
Astagfirullahalazim.
Bongok. Aku duduk lepas tu kan, semua orang kata nasib baik coach kau sama, kalau tak memang korang dah kena DQ. Lepas tu aku try out decision ni, tak lepas tu dia tak masuk tu dia masuk Kelantan.
Tournament Legend kau siap jaga Kau jaga gitu je?
Tak. Waktu pre-season hari tu aku yang buat, lepas tu masuk Ajim ambil.
Faham. Okay, King Kong dapat. Ui, kena 3 orang tu at least. Lepas tu macam tak apa-apa timing kurang kena, tapi it's okay. Onic menang ni. Buat hal weh taunting itu. Lama tak nampak gantung EXP. Yang lah gantung EXP.
Benny committed his flicker. Kelra did not. But a kill is a kill. Like, I would take Benny's position any day.
It's an Esmeralda. So you would assume that Kelra should be keeping his distance, but I don't know if the flicker was just able to force his way through.
That means Kelra overstayed.
But then he has...
Because you see, Entropy is used up. To be fair, it did not cost him too much. It put him down to be 200 gold. Up top though, Kirk.
It's just very uncharacteristic of the gold standard.
Chaknu jangan main macam JP Chaknu.
We did highlight Chaknu, but Onic with the damage they have might just be enough.
Kelra here with that half health. Click that Entropy defensively. TNC signs of overheating. 3.5
Onic is back ke?
They may be forcing too much.
Taunting tu no comment tu. Macam mana Soul?
Chaknu might have to be a bit more
Korang main atas pokok ke?
careful in the rotations that he does.
Dia biar dah, tapi bila makin lama mungkin cakap macam kelakar pula.
Sociabuzz 2.98 from someone. Be honest, Brock and SRG will be champion M7. Please repeat the moment SRG leaks Grim then champion
Boleh je, diorang boleh champion. Sebab aku jenis percaya yang kita tak boleh kontrol menang kalah. Yang kita boleh buat cuma usaha. And aku yakin dengan usaha SRG. Sebab aku tahu diorang memang try hard gila-gila nak mampus. Sampai katakan macam media pun annoying sikit sebab nak interview diorang tak lepas, sebab diorang nak training dan sebagainya kan. So untuk aku yakin je kalau team tu dia memang training, dia banyak training dan dia training efektif. Kalau team tu training pun macam ada tak ada, tu aku tak boleh yakin. Nice low kick. Okay, dah masuk 3 orang. Lepas tu tak ada apa-apa. Cak Nu tadi ulti macam tak kena siapa pun.
Super Prince! He's the one on the Lunox this time, but look!
It's the impure rage. Brock. Oh my lord.
Dia kelakar tapi dia pilih untuk cakap benda tu kat team sana jadi menghina lah. Ya. Tak, aku setuju. Apa yang dia cakap tu memang tak okey. Aku memang tak okey. Kalau ada apa-apa tindakan dia kena terima je lah, sebab dia pergi buat benda macam tu kan. Sebab aku rasa MAL akan marah, and team dia marah, and team sebelah pun marah. Tapi macam untuk kita macam menganjing budak tu, lama-lama kita pula rasa kelakar. Ya, bila ulang-ulang kelakar, ber-out reaction at that time memang spontan. TNC macam tak cukup damage je. Aku rasa sebab Zaida macam tak boleh nak contribute. Sebab dia tak diberi space. Sebab aku rasa Cak Nu dia macam main macam Kufra, dia nak tunggu kat belakang, and then tiba-tiba masuk. Tapi aku rasa apa yang Zaida nak is kau tolonglah tanda badan kau, jadi orang tak kacau aku. Ya Allah, Cak Nu.
Mahal Cak Nu, sen-sen JP dah Cak Nu.
Tapi kau nampak kan?
Nampak?
Kalau aku Zaida kan, aku tanya coach boleh tak sub player roam lain?
Mana boleh gila.
Tolong lah, coach main
kena respect.
Sebab aku tengok Zaida ni tak ada orang zone untuk dia tu. Dia asyik nak kena jaga diri je.
Dia punya frontline dulu tak boleh harap juga.
Ya doh. Aku tak main jaga, tapi kalau aku main jaga bapak sakit hati doh. Cakap ya, aku memang pakai Fredrin sekarang. Klip itu klip. Nak tanya kenapa team international banyak scrim dekat MY lately? Sebab MY selalu menang scrim. Kat tournament je macam kurang. Tapi scrim dekat Malaysia ni quality lah. Dia memang quality. Aku tak tahu macam server kita lagi senang nak access banyak server lain ke apa.
Betul, server kita senang.
Server kita lagi senang Maksudnya senang nak dapat match
betul.
Lah.
Bukan. Maksudnya macam nak scrim apa semua, kalau duduk kat Malaysia senang scrim dengan yang lain-lain.
Maksudnya location dia macam strategik lah.
Betul.
Jadi server kita senang, bukan senang tu. Senang nak dapatkan match yang quality.
Yeah, again, we talked about how in the draft it seemed like they just focused on themselves first, and then on a secondary note allow
Brusco start dah. Tapi bila pakai Cho memang itu insting dia Dia pakai hero lain dia tak recall tau.
Dia dah Cho ke F, kalau tak ada ke recall tak jadi dok
betul lah. Oh, mungkin sebab tu aku buat tak jadi, sebab aku tak ada KOF.
That's just about it. He doesn't need to do much. He just shows himself there, and it felt like an effortless way for Onic to win that team fight.
Bila tengok game macam ni kan, tu yang buat aku rasa macam silap diorang ambil at least. Zaida tak boleh untuk ambil EXP yang style macam ni.
Sociabuzz.
2. From someone, Hell Coach Ducky Nanti Free Agent 2 Tag Day Team MPL My NAK Amik Diaki Shorbelar Saring SRG.
Jujur aku rasa nak franchise ni, aku rasa akan ada nego. Aku rasa team akan nego. Berjaya tak berjaya tu tolak tepi, tapi akan nego.
Kan memang dah nego pel.
Dah ada nego
Dah. Habislah. Tim Ray ni Ducky. Tapi nego tu dia macam ni, tim yang select monton select siapa yang dia nak boleh nego dia kasih siapa yang dia tak nak. Tak ada, kau tak boleh nego sebab aku memang tak nak kau macam tu So kalau kau ambil kau kena bagi ni. Tapi kalau kau, aku nak kau, so boleh nego
Aero Ducky. Betul lah, kalau main Cho kena macam tu lah Recall tu memang salah satu skill Cho, betul lah. Cho ada 4 skill sebenarnya. Salah satunya recall.
Onic, take the Lord. This is not favorable. Suddenly, a whole section of the
Dia kalau game 1, game 2 macam ni, daripada Onic, aku okey tau.
Maybe Chaknu
Bila franchise minimal 3 local still apply, yes, still apply. Dia sama je.
anytime soon again. Brusco without
Dekat ID pun sama, sebab tu kau tak nampak satu team ID banyak import. Paling-paling 2 je.
balance. As a roamer, as a Khalid to say, I'm not gonna show myself, so we have more beneficial jumps. And also, I have to clear these bushes so my cores can farm. Like, where do you put yourself if you're in the Mamba's shoes? It's a lose-lose.
Such a struggle for the Mamba right now. We don't even get to see a successful Raging Sandstorm come in just yet. Maybe the most they could rely on is a counter-engage for Onyx.
Yang aku sakit kat sini, diorang ambil Alice dengan Khalid awal, tapi kombonya tak ada apa-apa. Scripted nak full game, scripted doh PH.
The micro decisions coming in. There's just so much damage right now from King Kong. Chaknu's already half HP. TNC clear the
GG doh. Apa benda doh TNC?
for the base.
Tapi Zone jadikan semua hero 4 skill, betul lah. Belum habis lagi bos,
Ya, bila Alice Khalid dia nak combo tu. Kita tunggu bila tu.
Diorang sebelum start game 5 ni kan, kena call Gorgeous dulu tu. Gorgeous, macam mana nak pakai hero ni? Tanya dengan nada yang sopan. Nanti okey. Tak apa ni lah Sunfrost, aku rasa kau kena bagi diorang nombor Siska lah. Siska boleh ajar.
Betul. Rasa aku boleh bagi dia orang nombor Siska.
Yesterday in the past 3 games, this is the swag that they've had for 2 seasons now. Even with a comp like this, they make it.
Kalau Zaida aku rasa kita boleh bagi dia nombor Jaja. Masing-masing meluah aku rasa.
Tapi aku rasa Zaida dengan Jaja, dia bukan tanya macam skill hero tau. Dia lebih pada nak komplain, nak luahkan perasaan. Kau punya team macam ni ke doh? Aku punya team macam ni doh. Betul doh, sama je doh. At least kau masuk playoff. Kita orang, aduh.
Yelah tu sebab kau 10 team kan. Kalau kita orang 8 dia tu senang lah, nombor 6 dah masuk lah.
Masa aku gendong-gendong, boleh lah dapat point dengan SRG, tapi sah macam ni.
You see how laser focused Onic are. They don't even care about MVP.
Valentine still number 1, betul doh. Valentine still number 1. Format M7 macam mana? Still tak tahu. Tak apalah, lepaskan je lah Onic. Biar orang kalahkan TFH. Seram lagi TFH. Pocket Gorgeous boleh ajar ni XP.
2.22 from someone, based on current performance Alphabeza Mplph id my mena DLL fell.
ID they're very aggressive, tapi mungkin a bit too much. Aku rasa team lain dah boleh start start punish. Tapi itulah masalah ID dari dulu. Diorang aggressive tu aggressive, tapi kadang-kadang speed kills where kau terlampau laju sampai orang boleh catch kau punya mistake. So tu ID tak banyak tukar daripada segi tu. Malaysia every team dah start improve. Untuk PH entah macam ada inconsistent sikit, tapi sebab dekat PH hard to say. Region lain aku tak tengok sangat.
Tapi kan kau setuju tak macam sebenarnya dia kalau kat international pun kau contoh lah, kalau kau jago gila kat local kau, belum tentu gameplay kau boleh main kat international.
Betul? Setuju.
And also even kalau contoh kau ni nombor 3 je dekat local, tapi sebenarnya kalau kau kat international kau boleh pergi jauh.
Betul?
Aku rasa Indo punya team banyak macam tu tu.
Maksudnya apa? Macam team ketiga diorang mungkin boleh kuat kat international lah.
Tak, maksud aku ada certain teams diorang yang macam nampak macam kuat dekat dia punya local, tapi kalau bawa international tu
untuk Malaysia dari dulu team Homeboy / Vamos tu, sebab style diorang sesuai kat Malaysia, tapi international tak sesuai.
Betul.
Sebab Malaysia diorang ada 3 team, Malaysia Homeboy / Vamos, Decisive dengan Onic. Tapi Decisive
Sama macam Todak dulu Todak dulu macam tu ke?
Betul. Diorang punya style sesuai kat Malaysia, kat luar tak sesuai.
And even so midnight, looking at the post-game stats as well.
Macam SRG, diorang punya style agak sesuai lah untuk lawan dengan banyak tim luar sebab ada mix of micro dengan makro. Untuk tim yang apa nama dia? Strategi diorang macam snowball, sebagai contohnya snowball yang perlukan micro dengan draft yang spesifik. Biasanya tim macam tu dia susah sikit nak perform.
Macam Aurora sebelum ni, aku dah expect Aurora yang dengan Renegade, aku expect dah kalau lawan Malay dengan Indo ke Kemboja ke mesti tak lego. Kalau lawan PH boleh lah sebab dia main macam dia ada baik dengan slow, dengan a bit too slow sampai tak boleh lawan dengan orang agresif. So diorang macam tu. Diorang baru kat PH, tapi kalau international diorang tak boleh catch up dengan fast pace kalau jumpa dengan agresif team kan. Boleh.
Tapi biasanya kalau dengan BTI ID dekat ESL, dia bukan macam Indo langsung tak boleh menang. Indo boleh menang kan. Tapi dia orang punya strategi is like go big or go home kan. Diorang hit diorang punya win condition and diorang lawan lah dengan siapa, Onic PH ke, TLPH ke, SRG ke. Kalau team ID tu dah hit diorang punya win condition, then diorang akan menang. Kenapa aku cakap yang style macam ID, Homeboys, Vamos dulu diorang kurang is diorang nak hit win condition tu sangat susah. Tu je. Sebagai contoh yang paling senang dulu masa Martis meta gila, win condition Martis is kau dapat 2 kill. Kau dah dapat 2 kill, kau dapat turtle, lepas tu kau dah boleh paksa lah masuk dalam jungle ke, masuk bawah turret ke, kau confirm boleh dapat kill dan kau just snowball kan. Kalau lawan dengan team macam tu, just jangan bagi dia punya Martis kill, ataupun lagi better kau bunuh Martis tu awal-awal, and then satu draft dorang terus tak menjadi. Bukan nak kata ID tu tak kuat, ID tu kuat, cuma win condition dia adalah antara win condition yang banyak team boleh bersedia untuk lawan. Asal tahun ni 8 je team dalam MPL buat. Ini sarcastic ke macam mana? Apa maksud 8 team je dekat MPL buat?
Dia salah tengok MPL aku rasa.
Sama ada salah tengok MPL ataupun dia macam nak buat apa? Sarcastic punya joke, tapi aku yang lambat catch up ni.
Macam contoh macam SMG dulu macam kat local bagi aku macam okay kuat, tapi tak ada nampak hype. Tapi kalau dia kat international dia boleh fight tu daripada Todak dulu. Macam sebab dia main ada makro-makro je juga kan.
Kau rasa CG optimum punya team, Amzik main apa benda semua boleh ke international?
Kalau Amzik main
kira macam memang CG 100%, tak ada apa-apa masalah yang dia ada sekarang.
Ada apa masalah boleh international tu maksud kau boleh top 2 MPL lah macam tu.
Maksudnya boleh top 2 MPL, lepas tu katakan pergi dekat M7, paling-paling pun top 6 lah kan. At least tak kena bantai-bantai lah.
Tak, bagi aku tak boleh sebab sebenarnya diorang terlalu banyak problem hero pool lagi lah. Sebab diorang banyak sangat yang per season comeback. Macam Ciku per season mid lane, Valen per season after a very long time, Amzik baru per season rookie. Diorang punya hero pool sangat tak okay. Macam hero mastery diorang bila tukar playstyle sikit dah jauh dah dia punya foundation. So macam tak okay. Tapi honestly kalau lah in case dia jadi macam DX season lepas, terus menerus dapat je hero, walaupun hero pool gitu-gitu je tapi terus menerus dapat je hero, confirm aku yakin gila. Sebab bila diorang dapat diorang punya comfort composition, memang kuat gila nak mampus tu.
With this way of the dragon into the flicker play para naman makakuha.
Sebab SMG dulu ada Zain, betul lah. SMG dulu ada Zain. So in case musim depan cuma 6 team je yang mampu beli slot, adakah MPL tetap jalan? Yes, tetap jalan. Sebab first offer hantar dekat 10 team ni. Okay, siapa nak? Mana-mana yang tak nak, dia akan open untuk luar pula. And yang luar ni memang nak. Jadi kalau next season satu team je Malaysia yang yang nak, yang lain tu yang luar tengah tunggu proposal. Tim-tim luar tengah tunggu proposal.
Dia dah beratur.
Ya, dah beratur tu.
Ganun kabilis. Imagine nyo, mula sa 3 minutes.
Subnation ni market yang bagus sebenarnya. Onic faham.
Ada yang dia cari door lah.
Afterwards, nag-clear na sila saglit.
Onic faham tu Sunfrost.
Yung TNC, hindi
Onic
talaga
faham.
Jadi apa nanti sekarang tim Liquid Johor.
Army, kaya naman sila nakakuha.
Liquid Johor.
I think that this is
Apa lagi yang best lah? Kalau Terengganu siapa lah?
number 5.
Jap, Kelantan tu. Merah. BTR Kelantan. BTR Kelantan. RRQ Sabah. Actually best jugalah. Actually kalau dia buat macam tu pun macam best jugalah.
Mukhang ito yung pwedeng advantage ng red side. At the same time, kapag ibinalik ng Onic
Alter ego Ganu. Lah.
maka-counter nila yung relatively slower na playstyle ng
RQ dengan Onic katanya nak beli slot MPLMY. Tu je lah. Kalau contohnya aku bagi tahu MPL, okay, kau dah bagi harga dia fair tapi aku tak mampu nak beli, kau nak jual dekat sesiapa. Boom, okay. Nah RQ, nah Geek, nah ni semua ambil. Team Secret
tapi
nak.
mana boleh ada option macam ni ke? Ada option pertengahan tu Pel.
Apa dia?
Contoh cakap 10 team kan, offer 10 team. Okay, ada team yang tak nak, ada team yang kata kita orang nak tapi kita orang tak ada duit. Okay, dia akan panggil, okay, antara yang tengah beratur ni ada sesiapa yang nak collab dengan dia ni untuk staykan slot ni. Kalau ada yang nak, boleh collab gitu.
Pasal T1 sebenarnya dah berapa kali dah dia dah bagi tahu niat nak masuk Malaysia. Tapi dia orang macam still tengah study lagi.
Aku dah fix, aku dah on way lock lah. Tiba-tiba tak jadi.
Sunfrost ni dah berbual dengan orang T1 tau.
Ya.
Aku dah jumpa dah orang T1. Dah jumpa dah.
Kau dah jumpa dah dia?
Aku jumpa. Tapi aku jumpa tu untuk meeting je. Meeting just berbual biasa-biasa je. Macam tadi SPM ke, orang Korea ni dia memang macam dia very critical. Dia macam pasal nak beli, kau letaklah harga tinggi macam mana pun aku boleh beli. Benda tu bukan problem. Aku risau aku datang sini market tak suka aku. Tu je lah. Buat bahasa Korea ke? Diorang pandai cakap English tu. Cuma yang aku tak boleh belah satu je Sunfrost. Bila diorang buat presentation, diorang kan ada gambar kan. Gambar diorang kat presentation dengan muka sebenar diorang, apa beza tu? Aku macam, ini tahun bila punya gambar ni?
Tapi aku borak dengan Coach Panda tu Pel, pasal muka ni. Kau tahu tak, dia cakap, aku tanya dengan dia, dulu aku pergi Korea, aku tengok muka lelaki-lelaki Korea, semua muka pecah tau, muka macam
ya betul.
Tak mati lah kan. Lepas tu dia tanya, tu pergi bila? Aku cakap tahun 2017. Aku cakap, kalau sekarang dah lain. Sekarang memang dah tahap-tahap 70% of men semua dah buat 19 stick. So dia kata memang benda tu terlalu normal. Produk skincare is very cheap. And also buat penggunaan plastik tu is very common, even for men. Kalau woman tak payah cakap dia kata. So dia sebab tu lah.
Jujur cakap ada banyak culture Korea aku tak minat sebab dia terlampau obses dengan rupa. Tapi whatever lah, banyak duit sangat dah tu. Semua ni duniawi. Tapi T1 ni masuk Malaysia okay je fan. Banyak agak sebab game sebelah ada faker. Tak, satu benda yang korang nak tahu is setiap company dia ada branding dia kan. Branding T1 ni is Korea. Maksudnya macam daripada logo, daripada baju, daripada kan, maksudnya play yang diorang ambil tu pun kena muka macam Izanami. Kalau ada 5 Izanami dalam team tu, aku rasa diorang akan beli team tu.
Patutlah aku tak dapat pitch.
Ya.
Muka mamak duk player aku.
Sebab tu T1 ni macam dia punya, aku tak tahu lah slogan apa, is unapologetic Korean. Maksudnya macam semua memang
maybe not.
Phone pun kau pakai phone Samsung lah, senang cerita.
Co-handle here on the
Gitu.
English desk.
Jumping off this desk. If I see a Marshall.
Mana team luar dia Korea? Sebab tu lah. Diorang cakap macam kita okey nak keluar. Tapi kita rasa awak tak cukup Korea untuk kita.
Don't claim that, please. That's a challenge. But anyway, so for
Nak cari kerja kat Korea pun tengok rupa tau.
game, the last game for our lower bracket today.
Kalau T1 join MPLM nak kena surgery ke bos?
Having fun and joking around.
Soalan yang bagus.
But there's a certain sad
Soalan yang bagus.
reality that after this game, one team will say goodbye to us. And
LG
say
tak ada je, aku rasa tak ada. LG dia tak ada. T1 Iznami and Aero 404.
and eventually go to the grand finals.
Ya, yeah, Iznami muka Korea. Tapi kena ingat, dalam Homeboys ada solo Utara. Ya, betul. Kyrie. Dia memang kalau T1 punya duit ni, dia memang okey. Kyrie okey, jungle ada. Iznami okey, mid dah ada. Bot lane siapa yang ada muka ni? Savero adalah sikit. Okey, ambil Savero. Diablo okey, Diablo EXP. Dah settle. Roma siapa yang muka ni? Jambu sikit.
Keyboy.
Keyboy.
Korea.
Aku rasa kena lebih lagi. Melainkan Keyboy buat surgery, dan okey ambil Keyboy.
Aku tak pasti lah. Tapi coach aku rasa memang di one and only lah, Nafari.
Nafari naik atas stage. Annyeonghaseyo.
To somehow cement a more stable picture for
Siapa kita? T1. Siapa kita?
that he's not able to use other heroes on the lane. I'm just
Renegade
saying
Yawi antara dua tu.
a
Renegade Yawi.
safer option here for
Siut tu lah aku nampak TikTok yang dia kata apa ni? Yang dia tu handsome sangat sampai orang lain basah macam.
They need to readjust on
Bukan dia yang cakap. Give eh.
Apa?
Let's check out
Give yang tu send give.
Bukan, dia yang cakap macam
Dia cakap.
Ya, macam komen cakap apa? Kenapa lu ganteng sangat kan? Lepas tu dia macam puji diri kan. Lepas tu dia tengok kamera macam aku tahu. Ada macam apa? Dia macam cakap satu kan? Ada keluar air sikit kan? Aku tahu.
Tapi hari tu kan aku dengan dia kan. Aku tak expect lah yang dia kan punya
From someone,
PR
rasa
kalau buat
SRG
serius lah, very
brand
good je.
jadi Ogila dah franchise.
Macam beberapa kali aku tengok Mas soalan, aku rasa macam Mas kau serius lah tanya sampai soalan macam ni kan. Tapi dia punya jawab memang macam membuatkan aku rasa macam kau ni bukan pak lawak semata tu kau ni.
Dia tak kosong.
Tak langsung tu.
Dia tak kosong tu. Tak, orang kelakar ni Sunfrost, dia sebenarnya bijak pandai. Tapi dia sengaja buat diri dia bodoh supaya orang lain sama level dengan dia. Tak, supaya dia sama level dengan orang lain. Macam tu.
Supaya orang lain tak insecure lah nak borak dengan dia.
By the way, ada orang tanya SRG boleh rebrand OG. Aku rasa tak akan. Aku rasa takkan pernah. Sebab SRG, nama SRG tu dah mahal lah. Diorang takkan jual nama SRG tu untuk tukar brand lain. Walaupun brand lain lagi besar, diorang lagi sanggup cakap okay, tak apa aku ambil sponsor lain daripada rebrand jadi team lain.
Untuk OG buat macam jadi apa ni? Macam Falcon dengan AP brand kan kau rasa logik tak? Contoh, OG beli slot lain, beli semua player SRG. Macam AP brand, Falcon dengan AP brand.
Oh. Itu boleh. Cuma SRG nak lepas tu aku tak tahu lah. Ini agak-agak si Arcadia dia nak kahwin. Lagi semangat untuk dia kerja kat SRG ke lagi semangat dia nak balik PH lah?
Lagi semangat nak balik PH dia. Dah lama dah bukan tak achieve apa-apa tu.
Tapi dekat Malaysia, jalan kita best.
Betul?
Kan? Tak banyak. Adalah lubang-lubang sikit tapi taklah banyak banding dengan negara luar. Jam pun taklah teruk macam dekat PH. Lepas tu kita punya toilet banyak bersih.
So kau rasa dia akan stay?
Untuk aku yang dah travel, kalau aku boleh pilih tempat untuk stay, aku pilih Malaysia lah.
Draft tu. Repeat draft ke? Grok Ellis lah. Grok Ellis.
Okay Lunaf, okay.
Grok Lunaf, okay.
Dah. Ini dah draft comfort dah guys. Draft comfort dah guys.
Yang mana diorang boleh buat double game lah diorang boleh buat.
Betul. Sebab si Lancy ni dia memang Lunox only.
Ya, Lunox only
Ya, dia Lunox only. Sebab tu tadi diorang macam pelik kenapa dia tak ambil Lunox. Dengan Jushin lah, tambah Jushin. Tak tengok kat Sabah, jalan sana macam di bulan. Tak apa, Selangor kan.
It's like what they say. If you go out with guns blazing.
Betul ke hari tu Ciku tukar-tukar role sebab nak respect Iwan nak bersara? Ha?
But you cannot
Apa? Mana datang? Mana datang benda tu? Wow. Okay. Apa kena dengan ni?
I would have loved to see a tonic charge though on the side of Onic, but this
Kau tengok sampai Sunfrost dah ketahu terbahak dah.
sort of an answer against the Lunox. It is gonna stop Lanty from playing aggressive in the front lines.
Super friend is like
Itu tribute zaman bila tu.
you forget. I also have my signature Farsa here. Now,
Diorang masih respect Alice tu. Okay, Cho ni aku suka band. Bagus band lah Cho tu.
Very obvious for Onic Philippines. Cho ban
I just see Thailand Manifesto Rose curi idea masa selepas. Apa dia punya idea?
Lain lah.
Setiap team ada Amoy
Setiap team ada BA Amoy.
I think Onic Page might get the chance to get the Arlet because they're going to be the first pick after this draft, right?
Tapi
Ben Laphel, Ben Ruby
Tapi aku berbual dengan banyak team owner, diorang kalau boleh memang tak nak sebenarnya.
Aku pernah rasa dapat dulu, aku tak rasa benda tu efektif pun.
Tak efektif, satu dosa pala kan.
Rasa benda tak efektif. Baik lagi ambil content creator.
Betul. Fix boleh tarik lagi ramai orang. Sebelum ni Todak ambil Joseph pun taklah tambah ni pun. Todak kan RG Aku tak ingat dah.
Todak.
Todak pun tak jadi pun. Joseph pula tu bukannya biasa-biasa.
I think you remove Harith, honestly.
Harith or Povius is the best option here.
Yeah.
If you're TNC Pro Team, but will they have the same?
Tapi kalau lupa Fel, jauh mana orang pergi, tapi negara sendiri juga yang best. Bagai Sirih pulang ke Ganggam. Tapi rumah aku kat Johor, tapi aku best kat Selangor.
For Benny. These three, I mean,
Ben Ruby ya.
but it's still hard to hit the Federation right with the
Dia Ben Cloud tu.
Malaysia tak sesuai BA ni. Kau nak panggil Coach Nafari. Coach Nafari okey jadi BA.
Possible.
Betul.
Povius or you mentioned Obsidia and Benny.
Jadi nak undi siapa? Untuk aku lah. Aku bagi dekat ni lah si siapa?
Poji.
Ya, Poji. Aku bagi kat Poji. Poji deserve lah.
You could be easily.
Yang bagus pasal talent Malaysia ni kita dah tak kisah sangat nak kejar. Siapa dapat okay. Good for you, man. Semua dapat lah. Uranus Granger.
Ni masih bisa Ruby ni. Ruby ke Ruby?
Kalau ada
Kira doa Hari.
Okay. Game yang terakhir MM lawan MM dah. Well, Harif Mage, but you know what I mean. Tak boleh fail Coach Nafari jadi BA, nanti ramai buat modal dengan Nafari. Oh hey.
Chill out. Aduh.
Nanti gambar dia sold out
Gambar dia sold out.
Yeah, they're talking about the same thing. This is how unified the entire stadium is.
Dekatnya stage dengan crowd. Aku rasa crowd dia macam langgar kot. Dia just dekat dengan stage.
And it comes down to this final game on who will survive, who will have the chance to crawl their way up to the grand finals as we move forward on to the last game.
Ni boleh kata decent ke, both.
Now it's time to shine.
No turning back, no regrets, no surrender. Only one of these teams make it to the lower bracket finals in hopes of being the next AMP7 representative from the Philippines. It's Onic PH versus TNC Pro Team for
Bila boleh start undi kat website tak apa lagi. Pause ke ni?
Tak payah kau guna kamera ni. Aku geram lah. Memang perlu ke guna kamera ni? Fit ni korang tahu je fit ni buruk kan? Tu kau pakai kamera lain kan?
Guys, sepatutnya dah boleh undi kan? Aku nampak orang post dekat FB yang diorang dah undi dah.
A lot of picks they didn't like, a lot of picks they actually loved, but now unanimously both Onic and TNC are coming.
Lepas tu kena ajak pick kan? Producer dia kan? Boleh tak?
Aku lebih rela kamera player tadi daripada dia tengok kafe macam ni.
Betul tak?
Actually fan okay. Satu tu je. Aku lebih rela tengok play lah.
After this win, whoever wins will go up against Liquid. But they're not the only ones who are ready.
Nope.
I could see their fans all hyped up.
Semangat betul orang PH ni ya.
The Phoenix Army
Macam bukan semua tengah.
the Sonics have come in droves. They have filled
Padahal waktu dia sama ke 10.30 ke?
with orange and yellow energy.
Tapi subuh dia awal tau.
Ya.
Subuh dia pukul 3 nak masuk kompat.
Look at them every single time the camera pans towards either of these two teams' fans. They're either standing up, dancing, or being Sigma.
Tolong doh. Aku nak panggil Jackson. Suruh pergi ajar cameraman.
Tapi okey lah, fan orang semangat, but Malaysia kita tak boleh jadi.
Dia semangat gila je. Nari.
Jerit-jerit. Aku dah pening kepala tu kalau macam ni.
Hello.
Hello.
Aku masuk sebab aku nak cakap benda ni je.
Okay, kau
Cameraman page ni memang bodoh Jangan dia tengok banyak kali bangang bro, sumpah geli je aku tak ada semangat ni tengok.
Kita orang cuba ignore, dah tak mampu ignore.
Ya tu, baik aku tengok game yang habis kosong-kosong tu.
Game-game macam ni macam nak tengok result je.
Ya tu, stress tu aku.
Sana pukul 10 dah macam pukul 12 ni. Apa?
Puas dia ni nak lama-lama pula.
Dia kalau muncul lagi sekali. Okay tak? Okay tak? PH extrovert gila? Ya, extrovert tu. Tak Steve tengok.
Tak payah baca segala benda kau, Pel.
Okay, sorry. Sorry Kau nak cakap something Milo? Sorry doh, aku terbaca semua. Ke Milo dah keluar dah?
Dah keluar. Sekejap kita. Dah keluar.
Cameraman getting the why are you gay vibe. Oi, terus hilang komen tu. Oi. Oh, tak ada.
Of course. 6-6. 12 games in total. Going up against Calra's parents. By the way, was a final pick.
Actually, cameraman ID pun okey. Dia siap boleh tangkap orang curang lagi.
Ya tu.
Itu lagi OP tu.
That was calculated for sure. He did not burn the flicker. He knew he would survive just through.
Milo gitu, awak suara lain, suara manja tu.
It still makes you so nervous. You know what's on the line for this game.
A single mistake could lead to a small lead for the opponents, and if you give your opponents
Bapak bomoknya. Super Prince. Allah.
Oh,
Super Prince.
Oi. Okay, mati.
Kena mistiknya. Kau nampak tadi apa dia buat?
Tak dapat apa?
Daripada tengah tu dia terus terbang tengah-tengah map tu. Lepas tu kena dinding. Dia flicker ke belakang tetap kena dengan lens tu. Tapi kenapa dia datang pakai terbang lalu tengah-tengah macam tu tu?
Faham. Dia dah bazir dia punya terbang tu, faham?
Masalahnya dia bukan masalah bazir je, dia terbang betul-betul tengah-tengah map tu. Dia tak nak pergi dalam something. Weh, ada retreat tu ni, Zaidam ganas ni dok.
Diorang takut nak lawan TLPH kot.
Weh, Lancelot kalau dah ganas macam ni lepak tu.
Weh, kesian tu King Kong. Macam ni nak lawan ni, jangan bagi King Kong farm doh. Kalau macam ni je Uranus okey.
Kenapa dia flick awal sangat dok? Alah weh.
Weh, tapi Lancy dapat kill tu.
Super Prince kenapa tu? 2 kali mistake besar tu.
Super Prince ke Rins tu? Super Rins. Saya ada soalan, kenapa Lunox kena purify game ni? Saya boleh tangkap dia.
Constant fighting, no sense of safety.
In a way, kau boleh lah start dengan siapa? Farsa dengan Yusun Shit, so okay lagi lah.
Tapi dia orang kata kat screen memang Lunox Puri OP.
Yeah.
some breathing room for King Kong just to focus on.
Walaupun aku tak berapa macam, aku rasa benda tu situational, tapi dah ada orang kata cendun.
I wonder how.
Tapi sebab dekat screen kan.
He's already behind Zaida.
Screen ni buat aku 50-50 tu sekarang.
At least that one kill helped him still stay a bit on track.
That's right, at least an XP bar or a half closer to what Zaida's doing. You know what, I take it back. It's more than an XP bar. Zaida's still way ahead. Feather airstrike starting it up.
Okay, now.
Tengok, super free kena tutup dengan Lensi lagi, siap.
Mereka cakap patch ni patch brawl, betul ke? Itu niat Munton. Jujur cakap itu niat Munton. Munton memang nak banyak team fight. Tapi korang tengoklah dekat Mplph ni tak semestinya orang akan buat. Tapi niat Munton memang nak buat macam tu. Dia nak buat meta banyak team fight je.
It's been a while since I've seen the Granger Harith matchup, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't necessarily work that way. Zaida, another turtle for TNC.
Wih, 2 kali tu turtle tak pakai retreat. Ni GG dah Onic.
Osh, super free.
The real super rings tu ni, super rings tu ni.
Itulah, dari tadi tak ambil grok. Grok kau macam ni, kau tak ambil, kau throw tu.
Tadi scream dah, tadi scream.
Nah, betul. Scream 4 game ni baru main betul.
Betul. Scream 4 game, ni baru betul B1.
Okay lah, Bionic. Benci siap skin Gatot tu. Skin Gatot tu. Oh, yang nak cracker tu Itulah aku tak minat sangat. Aku lagi suka yang Sentinel tu.
Tapi jarang enggak tengok nampak Sentinel tu dekat MPL.
Sebab kau tak main dengan aku. Aku memang pakai skin tu je. Tak jugalah, lebih pada aku yang tak ambil. Season ni aku tak main Gatot lagi tu.
Itulah tu aku rasa macam tak pernah pun aku tengok kau main Gatot.
Season ni aku memang tak main Gatot.
Something had to give when you decide to go red. And on blue side, on the play, TNC ever the pro.
Dia game kiri kanan. Dua-dua pun okey,
Balance.
Late game okey dulu.
Cuma problemnya dua-dua nak snowball dan kiri dah dapat dah snowball tu.
And aku suka TNC tak bazirkan masa. Diorang ambil je objektif apa ada.
Pandai pun diorang kenapa besar 4 game ni tak buat macam tu.
Scream. Sebab diorang kan dah janji cakap okay, kita pergi 5 game, apa jadi 5 game jadilah. Jarang tu nampak Super Friends 0-3-0.
Super fam are out of their element. TNC are flushing them out even their own side of the jungle as early as 6.
Dah tahu dah lebih 1 game match apa. Tapi Grok Caknu game 5 lawan Aurora semalam bantai Vel. Onic PH on the tersingkir on the way.
He is a walking Terminator. He is Arnold Schwarzenegger and he's back.
Osh.
Kau puji lagi Pel. Kau nampak dia buat apa tu?
Sekarang aku tak tahu dia nak cakap apa. Macam kesian pun ada.
Kesian sebab kau menonton dia.
Aku kesian dekat ni macam kena bantai.
Okay. Aduh. Santai, Kera tadi dah doa tadi. Relax Kera tak mati lagi ni.
As the Filipino broadcast would say, all the MMR he's accumulated.
Kau tahu benda paling aku kecewa kan? Setiap kali skin personal, skin apa? Skin individual keluar, mesti lepas tu hero tu dah tak meta.
Betul. Aku suka diorang punya skin Mino tu. Tapi aku baru pakai 1 game je. Itu pun tim aku bising aku. Menang lah tapi. Menang.
There's nothing Onic could do here. Again, best case scenario. They somehow get farm on Keller. He hasn't died yet. Super Friends, that's a lost cause. Like he's
bro, dah banyak dah ni turret diorang ambil.
After the aim in the mark, there it is. But really,
lepas tu kat atas Uranus tak ada orang halang tu.
His old Omega days, his old execration days where he was the only carry.
We gotta see the gold standard in action.
Zaida dah 13 doh. We need more than the gold
mode standard now. We need the Filipino savage. Kelra needs to unlock that, but he can't do it alone.
Bro, nak masuk 9 minit diorang nak pecahkan ni doh. Fully defense.
The game is built the same way as it was. Kirk with the flicker.
Brusco actually jumped in there, but was it gonna be worth it? Consider!
GG. Dah habis. GG.
Every single member of Onic trying
Desperate
to
play tak
attack
menjadi.
from a distance.
Sakit doh. Kesian doh.
This is too devastating. You lose your holy shields 8 minutes in the game. You lost your
Doh, aku
first
tengok
holy
muka play Onic pun.
8 minutes in the game.
Oi, sakit doh kalau macam ni.
Tier 2's down. It's just the mid left standing. Not even a question if Onic should continue.
Minit 9 doh, hilang semua turret. Kau tengok Chaknu dengan Terima dah main anjing-anjing kan ni?
Ya. Doh, mistake super freeze besar sangat doh.
Betul, 2 kali mistake besar.
Terus mid trio kalah.
Another flicker forced out of Super Prince.
Diorang dendam apa doh dengan super freeze.
Pula orang kata main mid ni saya tak senang guys. 1/8 GG doh hidup kau.
Dan GG hidup kawan-kawan kau sekali.
Betul. GG hidup kawan-kawan kau sekali. Main mid ni early tu penting doh. Kena free sikit GG doh game.
Damage Arif tak loot Time tu beza dalam 7,000 8,000 gol. Sesiapa pun tak rasa doh damage dia.
Moments away, a few kills, turrets from getting to do.
Bila Kera level 11, Terima ni level 12, memang
Weh, letup pun tak full minion doh. GG siap, masalah besar siap. Tak ada damage gila ni. Parsal tak ulti lagi, Parsal ulti kat sini. Weh, Super Prince. Bila nak lagi? Weh, takkan nak biar semua inhibitor habis dulu dah Super Prince. GG siap ni, dah habis ni.
Gue try ni, gue try. 11,000 dah doh.
That's way too long. Onic need all 5 members to defend. TNC, they have a decision to make. Do we force this now or do we wait for the Lord? TNC slowly but surely circling around their prey. Three-Mar gets caught up.
The minions have spawned. The Zyda want to go in. Three-Mar.
Annoying lah.
Zyda finally joining the fight. Salmon Force already committed by Kelra.
Okay. At least good defend.
They flushed them out for now. But Chaknu.
They could defend better though.
Do they want to go for a team fight?
M series curse is real.
Is to take their time, take it slow. Approaching the 12k gold lead. Where exactly is this?
Draw ada flicker confirm end. It's not Onic time. PH sedih tak jadi plan bantai Onic PH kat low bracket. Onic mode homeboys. Woi. Onic mode homeboys.
It's miserable. It's been a while since we've seen Onic PH put in a position like
Apa yang berkaitan dengan homeboys weh?
Itulah aku macam homeboys taklah cok teruk macam ni. Ataupun memang ada cuma tak ingat. Aku rasa TNC tahu diorang boleh menang 3-1. Tapi saja nak bagi fake hope kat Onic. Tak aku jadi macam semalam TNC pegang game, satu visit terus TLPH punish.
Weh, ini kau boleh bayang ke macam mana nak boleh benda tu berjadi? Aku rasa macam susah.
Game ni beza sebab game ni ada MM. So aku rasa tak.
12k siap, 12 doh guys.
Tapi game semalam 13 tau.
Santai, Brusco pergi farming Mplph. Brusco pergi farming
Yeah, they have to. That's an enhanced lore.
Kenapa Brusco pergi farming sebenarnya?
But Kelra picked up the holy crystal just now.
What's the play? Why is Brusco holding himself here?
Apa plan kau ni guys?
Try to go for the intersect.
He might want to try and go.
There's a minion behind him. He can't get
Brusco.
around this.
Oh no.
Brusco real lah ni. Kantai kat sini Brusco. Tak kantai.
Aku rasa tak kantai. Tapi dah tak penting lah. Dia dah balik dah pun.
One final fight.
What's the call gonna be?
Oh, dapat naik 2 orang. Kejar Super Friends. Kejar King Kong. Habis, GG, end.
Habis. Bye-bye Onic.
Oi, TNC sampai ke sini, siut. Okay. Lawan Mplph pula.
Just like the summer in 2022, TNC run deep into the playoffs.
Sabar, diorang nak pakai kasut.
TNC have burned it all in
Diorang kena belajar daripada Krem. Nak end, pakai kasut dulu.
Look at the first thing.
Good moment. Kesian diorang ni, super kesian
They
diorang.
can't believe what they've done.
Kesian
Look at
diorang.
they've eliminated Onic PH.
Onic no longer get a shot at defending their title in the M Series. And TNC, they've accomplished this feat that no one would have ever thought possible.
They changed their game.
Korang dari recall.
They tightened up their play and they have dropped the super fam.
Kalau kau rasa awkward tu, dari recall lepas tu nak acah-acah baik kan, salam apa semua.
Yeah.
We'll never forget this night in Cornetta Astrodome. It's been
Saya kira kena bawa
a pleasure. Let's go to the stage with Onic PH.
Super family, it was one hell of a series.
Cantiklah jersey TNC.
But Onic Philippines, unfortunately,
Hito masukkan Malaysia Denny in TNC. Betul tu. Dia bagi dorang roti canai.
napakarami ang nanood, Kelra. You've been going up against
Okay lah guys,
former teammates.
it's been amazing.
Memories, wrapping that up with
Tapi ni stream yang agak panjang, agak campur dengan petang tadi. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Esok rasanya dalam pukul 5 kot. Si TNC lawan dengan Mplph. So see you guys kat situ. Malam ni agak penat. Thank you Rosan Frost teman. Baik dong kau.
Okay, bye-bye.
Alright, bye guys, bye.
Kami magsama nila